I can start whenever I want to. We can start whenever we want to. But this is proving that you're the one that usually causes the lateness.
You better stop.
Nah. I don't even know if this is live. Is the sound going? Is the there's no sound bar thingy here.
You can't see it?
No.
Are we just talking to ourselves?
Yeah, but that's okay. We're used to that, huh?
I am at any rate.
Lots of Scooby-Doo talk.
Yeah, I don't think we have any Scooby-Doo to talk about today because it's early in the morning on what is today?
Saturday
of Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And we're attempting to do your weekly rewind live, which is not an easy thing to say.
Okay. Confirmation that it is indeed live.
We are live. Leave.
Hello, Ben.
It's been a minute since we've been live, but
it is.
This is a spot to do it.
Yeah. Hopefully the internet holds up because it wasn't that great last night or not before.
Hotel internet.
Yeah.
Brings back to your old days of internet.
Yeah, back in the day when this wasn't even a possibility. No, you're not live. Carry on.
Hey, I'm on to you.
It's the Veebs and Robo show. Scooby-Dumb win. Before we get, because Scooby-Doo is going to be an ongoing thing because they put new stuff out every day. So there's pictures.
Get to cycle back to Jada a few times during this conversation.
Yeah, and we talked to June today.
Yes.
So we got to ask questions and find out more stuff.
So because that is our only walkthrough remaining, this timing is good. So if anybody has anything pertinent and whatnot, we'll try to remember to ask. It's not till this afternoon, and when you go through the con for a few hours, your brain tends to melt away a little bit. So we'll try to get on.
But today's nice and easy though. There's not shouldn't be a lot of reveals. I don't know. Some people sneak stuff into the booths.
Yeah.
Displays.
Yeah. Not the mad calls that you can't get in the booth for 2 hours after something new is put in at some places because people are all around it. It's crazy.
Yeah. No new NECA D&D.
Yeah. That's something I will say that no new. There are apparently things in development, but nothing new to show, I think was how Blaine put it. So I think that it's just maybe a matter of timing. I was disappointed in that, not getting to see new stuff because I love that line so much. The Elkhorn and Zarek, those repaints look cool, but of course they're just repaints. So hopefully we'll see something sooner than later. Maybe New York, but nothing to show yet.
I will say we saw pictures. What you say they were on the card backs?
Yeah.
Then we saw the pictures when the pre-orders went up.
Yeah.
But seeing them in person
they're very striking.
Yeah, the changing for me, the brightness of the yellows and everything else.
Zarek especially was the one that I was like, I don't think I'm going to need the second version of it because it's so close. But they are definitely different. And lucky me, I prefer both.
Now I haven't started those colorways yet, so I don't know if I'm jumping in.
It's a dangerous game
because when I first looked at Zarek, I was like, "Oh, it's just the yellow, gold's now yellow, but it's different."
It's bright, yeah.
Oh, and that because I'm getting a lot of comments on the NECA walkthrough with gargoyles. It's the same situation. Nothing new to show. So they save that space for new stuff for this show, but there is stuff being worked on.
Yeah, in development. And I think with, approval processes, things like that, it takes some time. So since there weren't at a point to show new stuff, they wanted to devote booth space to stuff that they could show.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that seems to be the prevailing comment on that video.
Spoil talk coming of all that was the only slight thing at the NECA booth that I could have been like, no, because everything else was just crazy insane.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not right now.
Stop it.
NECA Big Bird going to be crazy. You know what? I didn't even think about that. Imagine Snuffleupagus.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that specifically because of all the new stuff shown. That was my favorite, probably. But the way I'm looking at Sesame Street is that Blaine is doing a lot of the product development on that, but so is Trevor. And Trevor is a big TMNT fan, and everybody knows what Trevor does with TMNT. But after Turtles, like Muppet, Sesame Street, Henson stuff, that's like not even number 2 for him. It's like 1B or something. So having those guys working on a line like this is going to probably be crazy in all the best ways. So things like Big Bird, it's like any other company. You're like, well, Big Bird's going to be big. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. Yeah, I don't think there's probably going to be any doubt that.
Maybe deluxe, maybe something.
Yeah.
But I'm not even a puppet show type person, Muppets, Sesame Street, all that, but those look so damn good.
So awesome.
In fact, I just wanted some plastic representation on the shelf, and before we left to come here, you had handed me
the Oscar. You're still taking that with you.
No, I'm not.
I don't need doubles in my house and stuff, so you're still taking Oscar with you. That's a desk figure.
Dang it.
So there you go.
That's to mess around. Put it in. That'll fit better in with like group shots with the other stuff.
Background, like the can can be closed in the cantina or something like that.
Exactly.
Hanging out there. Yeah.
We will be going back in later just to wander aimlessly.
Yeah.
Until Jada, which somebody else asked any word on the release dates for the Jada Cyberpunk figures? We'll be talking to him today.
That will be asked. My apologies. I don't know Cyberpunk quite as well as the other stuff. So I'm going to let June kind of talk through that. But some things like possible or like approximate release dates. I've got some accessories questions, I think, for every line that was shown, if we can get that out. But yeah, we'll try to cover at least the basics. But if there's anything specific, I promise I'll try to remember to ask, but that's still a few hours away.
Every time I look over that direction, I just see the sign for it. It's soft goods made by Rebel 10 Customs.
Yeah, like, isn't that awesome? That is so awesome. Yes.
Good morning. How's it going? Anything you put in your hand and make talk is anything you put in your hand and make talk is wonderful.
I need some coffee this morning.
Oh man, I hope Hasbro announced Danger or Ord from Astonishing. Man, don't get me started on some Astonishing X-Men because I'll take the whole cat.
Yeah, Hasbro was such a weird thing because before the panel we were like, okay, what are you wanting to see? What are you expecting to see? It was like all of like the reasonable things that I was like, this is probable. It's not too crazy. That didn't get shown, and all the crazy ass stuff that I was like, oh, they'll never show that. Well, they did.
Okay, it was Veebs, it was me, it was Matt. So
K,
we were all before, and I can't remember who asked what you want to see. You said Inhumans.
Yeah.
Matt said ROM, and I was like, I can't think of anything, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So but Colossus from Deadpool is pretty high on my list. So we'll see.
Because that was close to my reasonable one. I was like, maybe Astonishing Colossus would be a reasonable thing to show off. And they still showed Colossus, but it wasn't the one that I was thinking. So, but it's all cool.
Oh, really disappointed that NECA didn't have any new TMNT Universal Monsters.
That was another one. I think even Trevor said it during our walkthrough that it was a matter of nothing new to show at the show, but things are in development. So that line is still very much going, and that was confirmed. So I know it sucks not to see like the new stuff at the show, but it's not dead or going away by any stretch of the imagination. I think he said that they even had like 4 new monsters for the Turtles already like lined up and in development and stuff like that. So I think there's going to be more for you to see. So just gotta be patient, which is hard.
I'm gonna no stop. I'm gonna post this comment just to say that there will be more Megaman talk here in a minute when we get to those pictures, and I'll probably duck out, go have breakfast, come back.
He's learning. He's gonna know.
He's learning.
But we're gonna do the walkthrough and do or go through the pictures and stuff. But one thing that I want to say about Comic-Con is that this year is that we have been to a lot of these. And I have always been like amazed by the cool new stuff that you see, and even sometimes like the number of cool stuff, like new things that you see. I feel like this is the first year that part has been almost overwhelming to me. Like this is stuff where when I'm at Comic-Con and I see new stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably to get that. I don't like make sound decisions about what I am not going to probably get like that. But this year has been like, there has been a lot of cool reveals that I'm just going to have to say it's really cool to know that that exists, and I appreciate it, but I am not going to be able to do everything that has been shown this year. It has been insane.
In fact, we're about to start into oh, thanks, Adam. Off to chores. We'll still be here probably by the time you're done. Let's see, what do we got? Anything before we get into it? I can't wait for those Scooby figs. And that's honestly, I love my Marvel, I love my Star Wars, but man, all weekends it's like, can we go back to the Jada booth and see if there's any
when we're talking about lines before we go into the show that day, trying to guess what may be, you know, further revealed, you know that there's some excitement building for those. So yeah.
Oh, gracious obligatory reply. Oh, could you ask what Jada's Scooby-Doo schedule? 2 monsters, 1 Scooby.
That is what it is. We can confirm that now. That is confirmation. 2 monsters, 1 mystery gang member per wave,
which makes a whole lot of damn sense. Because,
it's cool.
You know, people are going to want the main cast, but the monsters. There were those sets when Toys R Us was closing that we grabbed. That's in the box set and stuff, but they don't have them. They're not super artic. Hoping, praying, wishing for articulated Scooby-Doo figures, and here it is. My wish has been granted.
Yeah. So it makes sense, I think, to stretch out that core cast. To kind of, I know it's going to be hard to wait on them all coming together, but man, for me personally, it's the monsters already that are my favorite part of the
So. Ask them please to make spooky space kook with lights and sounds.
We were talking about spooky space kook yesterday.
And ask them which Scooby-Doo shows they currently have the license for.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah, we were going through the villain. We were wish listing Scooby-Doo villains the other night, and I looked it up, and I was like, there's a lot more than I remember.
Yeah, and it was one of those cases where it's like, okay, here's the list on the wiki or whatever, and there's not a picture, and it's like, I don't remember this, and you click on it, it's like, oh yeah, that one. That's
I don't know. Did they? Well, I don't know. I'll have to go back. It's been a long time since I've watched Scooby-Doo hardcore, so I don't know if they screamed out their names as they. It's the spacey.
Space kook.
Yeah.
Space kooks. Yeah.
Pup named Scooby-Doo for me. Oh, a little later, huh?
The young kids.
June said on Toy Migos, it's the whole Scooby-Doo umbrella.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So.
And that's what I'm waiting for too. We need some Scooby Natural.
Scooby Natural crossover.
Yep. Oh. Okay, we're going to start at the beginning preview night before San Diego Comic-Con even opened.
Yes, before preview night even opened.
Yeah, we went to the Super 7 Dungeons and Dragons pop-up.
They had a press time frame in there that you could get in there ahead of that open, which was ahead of Comic-Con open.
So. Right. So we saw the Dungeons and Dragons Tiamat, which was my main focus.
Yeah.
When I think of this, I wanted to see it in person.
Yeah.
And we're going to be looking up because the TV's above our head.
So we can see it actually on the screen.
Yeah.
Well, I had made the comments about so much stuff that it was overwhelming. And then the first thing out of the gate is like, well, I am getting this
right.
one.
Right. But you're making concessions with other things.
Yeah. This was really, really nice looking, and the size is good. And I will say that I'm positive that because of the size of Ultimates in general, if there's some scale purists or whatnot out there, which I know that there are, this may appear like it's not quite to scale, but I'm almost glad that it's not like wickedly. It's big. I mean, it's probably like, that deep. I would say it's like 19, 20 inches deep. But it's not so overwhelming that shelf space isn't going to be able to accommodate it. So I like the size of it.
Yeah. And me, selfishly, I know it's Super 7 and they have the Ultimates around it and stuff. And those Shadow Demons?
Something like
the Shadow Demons look good with it because they appear to be a little smaller. But man, this would look wonderful with some Hasbro Dungeons and Dragons figures.
Yeah. So even if you're not going to get the Ultimates figures overall, or
the mini-mates.
Yeah, mini-mates would be cool. Yeah. It would definitely scale just fine, maybe even better if you're wanting a giant Tiamat with the Hasbro figures. But the Ultimates figures, actually, those were close to being final production. Those actually looked really, really good in the case too. That Dekion is a big dude, and I'm excited for him too. But getting to see the articulation on Tiamat there, it's a vinyl figure, so it's not like super articulated like scheme, because that's not how vinyl works. But it does move in more places than I was anticipating.
They're all swivels because but the angles in some places allow it to turn and look. I think they posted a picture yesterday up on the hind legs. I'm sure it was helped a little bit, but
yeah. But it was funny because you made the observation that when we were looking at the Ultimates, Hank is shooting his bow and arrow backwards, left-handed. When they posed him the other way.
Yeah, and it looks like the right elbow is a bit
cut
out for it to allow the bend to hold the bow correct. Well, I always remember Hank as right-handed, so he'd be holding the bow in his left, drawing with his right for some extra angle there, but it's backwards.
So it doesn't take advantage of the fact that they did. It does look like they accounted for that in the engineering, but it's not there. And they had the clear Sheila on display there. That was the one that I picked up while we were there. So I think I'm going to get the Ultimates figures, obviously, to go with this. But if you don't want the regular figures, this is going to go fine with that, like the Hasbro ones, or as suggested, mini mates, or maybe even did they make like tabletop miniatures for them? I'm sure they have. That would be like gigantic.
I have no idea. or if you have a spare wall, just cut a hole.
I'm
trying to talk him into.
Listen to you.
It does look good. I love it, but I'm actually on the fence because I lowballed the hell out of my prediction when it comes to the price on this. So I'm having to do some brain adjustments to see where I'm going with this.
Yeah, but it does look really, really nice.
It does,
especially it's a 5-headed dragon. It's like what's not to like about a design like that.
There's also the Vecna that I believe this is from a game or something.
It's they don't just have the ability to make cartoon-based figures in Ultimates. They can do more than that. So
And then we got to the show, and my first picture right out of the gate at San Diego Comic-Con looks like this. So I left it. I could have deleted it last night when I was going through these.
You're not afraid to show your progression as a convention photographer after all these years.
But I came back and fixed it. Sometimes I take doubles. So that we ended up on that end because Super 7 is towards the right a little bit. So we went in the doorway past Super 7 getting so I wanted to get the pictures of the light up Lino and Mumra.
Which look really, really good.
They do. The sculpt on Lino looks really great, but Brian did point out that the orange is
a little pale.
They're
going to be adjusting that to make that a little darker.
Mortal Kombat Vecna, is he in Mortal Kombat? I know my son said something about that's from a video game of some kind.
Okay. I was not aware of that.
Lino, okay. It's 2 hands. The Thundercats are cool, but it's just too much money. Yeah. There's the clear, and then we went right on. Yeah, because we already talked. I talked about Grun last week.
Yeah,
it's yellow ice.
Yeah,
but then we went to NECA, and there's the Sesame Street stuff we were talking about earlier.
Oh,
you shut your mouth.
Obviously, I have some things from continuing lines that I am like thrilled and just as excited for. But as far as brand new stuff that had never been shown yet, this is definitely my number one. I love the Scooby-Doo stuff that we're going to be talking about, but getting the Sesame Street figures the way that they are doing them now in this ultimate kind of format, this is like a dream come true for me, and they look gorgeous.
Oh, before we get Vecna, this is the game that my son said that Dead by Daylight. You know what? I'm looking at this, and for the first time, we're at the show. I take pictures. I come by and look, but it's not until I get it up on big screen and pour over the pictures that I realized how many paint apps are going on in this on
That's
the inside
cloth.
of the. Is it cloth?
That's cloth. Yeah, that's a cloth cape.
So that's a pattern on the thing.
And
it is. Look at this.
Yeah, and that is that wacky patterning that is inside his cape. Yeah.
Look at that. I just assumed everything was plastic.
Yeah, so it's crazy. And the accessories that they come with, I love the fact that they come with little Muppet letters, each one of them. So it is absolutely amazing. It really is.
Because I look at the fit and the textures and everything. They did that so well that I looked at this cape and went, "Oh, okay." The
Yeah. But to your point, it's like this is going to sound weird, but it's like I can feel that picture, like because the texture is so like apparent in it. It's like, man,
it looks felty. It looks like flocky. But I know it's plastic, so my brain's like, "Oh no, I can go ahead and play with these."
Well, it's funny. It's like, to me, without that bit of detail, it's amazing how much they lose in terms of accuracy to the source. If these were without that Muppety felty texture on them, they would not sell it as well as these are. So,
right.
Yeah.
James, I remember a couple of years ago you guys did a video about most wanted toy lines, and Veebs #1 was Sesame Street line, just like this.
Yeah. That is correct. So yeah, I guess that bumps some other stuff up to the top of that list now, because this is amazing. And I love that they're leading with Bert and Ernie, because Blaine said that just because of the way production pipelines work and whatnot, these are going to release when they are going to release, but they are going to try to do 2 at a time, pair them up as far as the release pattern goes on this. So Bert and Ernie are the first 2 out of the gate, and I think that's a good
that's strong
pick. Yeah, because they're like humanoid, so it gives them a chance to show off like the articulation and stuff at a standard figure that would be in a line like this. So and of course it's a good pairing.
Right. Well, actually all 3. Does it have a?
I think count was, well, right now they're saying Q3 for Bert and Ernie. That's probably a little ambitious, and count was listed as Q4.
Gotcha.
So quarterly with these first 2, Bert and Ernie out of the gate, to introduce the line. So yeah,
you will get a lower body. Wonder if that would be an interesting setup to have just half their. I don't know if I'd want to show just half the figure,
Yeah. Well, talking with Trevor and like his brain going a million places, a lot of stuff that would lend itself to things like I think people are already thinking about are probably going to be on the table, because they kind of showed off a cool lamp post and everything too.
It's just part of the display, but could
be a something. So yeah, and these were Paint Masters. They are currently in some stage of production, obviously, but these were not actual like factory produced. These were resin paint samples. So they're not like final in plastic that you would see yet, or even at a stage of that. These are very much as Paint Masters, which is cool because the paint on these is lovely.
Yeah, I mentioned Snuffy earlier, and it's like that'd have to be some kind of.
I'd have like vinyl almost, or something like that with the size of it. I don't know, but and Count I think is a fantastic next figure. But they're going to be doing the core cast, and they want to go deep. And it was alluded to that they may start to go deep sooner than what people are expecting. So that's exciting for me, because I love the core Sesame Street guys, but the weirdos and the ones that show up every once in a while are some of the best characters on that show, I think.
This one I got a little too close. There's some fuzziness. Hey, Bert. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
There's the letters.
Yeah, and look at that. It's just a coincidence that they picked those 4 letters to go with these. But yeah, the accuracy. This is a silly thing to say, but the accuracy of the rubber ducky was even like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what it looks like. So this is going to be so much fun and colorful, and I'm glad to have these. And these are going to be releasing the same time as boss fights doing Fraggle Rock, so it's a hell of a time.
And it's a bunch of puppet figures.
Muppet figures.
Human characters, maybe they would be one of Gordon. Human characters, maybe.
So Blaine mentioned something about that, about not wanting to have these. They are considered by NECA to be in their own scale, which means that they still fit the size closely to what their ultimate figures are, but their scale doesn't scale with 7-inch figures, obviously, because then these would be much smaller. He made the comment that the Toonie figures would be more along the lines of closer to scale to an actual 7-inch scale person for that. So because the human characters would be way big for a line like this. So
and stuff like Elmo, you got to think they're gonna get all the mains.
I feel like there was an allusion to the fact that there might be a little bit of focus on a certain era of Sesame Street, which is probably a little bit older, but they'll make those characters and whatnot for sure. I mean, Trevor was wearing his Sesame Street t-shirt yesterday, so they're excited.
Pee Wee Herman with Terry, which was something I didn't think about until I saw a comment last night of, does that mean the Playhouse is a possibility?
Don't know yet. We do know that because Blaine talked about it when we were walking through, that there are further Pee Wee Herman figures in this style in the pipeline, but this is they're leading with this one, and I believe he said this is still fairly early as well, as far as where it is in production. So
and then Dungeons and Dragons, like we said earlier, I didn't get the first 2 repaints of a.
Look at that! Look at the colors.
I know he's different enough that I feel like, man, could just be another dwarf.
That's true.
Off to the side.
That's true.
And Zarek's my guy.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Look at the yellow and that blue, because those are the same yellow and blue that they used on War Duke, I think. And man, they pop.
Yeah. And that's another one. I didn't realize how different it was until I actually saw it in person.
Well, the card back photos and the solicitation pictures and whatnot don't do the colors of this justice, especially with being as different as it is from the other one.
Yeah. But I may end up with another.
You may end up with both of them.
Oh, there's a picture a little bit closer, just in case. Just in case. Then I go back and take another picture here. But then we headed to the Jada booth, and this is when.
Is this figure adequate, or is it something else?
It's downright good. it's fantastic. No, but this is my first kind of twinge of excitement. I liked what I saw up until this point, but this was another food mascot. This is
the Jada booth continues to be the small but mightiest booth of the whole show.
This continues to be things that I kind of knew I wanted, that we've wish listed many times, but now that they're coming into plastic reality, I'm excited.
We got the hint that there would be a new ad icon, food mascot, whatever you want to call it, unveiled at the show. And talking through some logical ones, I think we came up with some good ones that this could have been, but Tony just feels right for this. Right?
It's so good. I know this. Here's a better picture right here. And to point it out, this is a Paint Master also. So this is
early.
And it's scratched up from being displayed and slightly moved to get a pose and stuff. But man, I love
He's
this.
Great.
Yeah. Just different angles and the proportion. I mean, it's Tony. Look.
Yeah, and towards that end, it was hard to even get a sense of the scale with him next to the Chester Cheetah figures that were in the same part of the case, because they were so spread out. But he's definitely bigger. So if you're building like that food mascot shelf as a cohesive thing, he's going to be the biggest or one of the bigger ones with Frankenberry, maybe the ones that they've done so far. So he's correctly scaled and proportioned within the line itself.
He's great. I was going to click the comment that said soft good because there's the but what was I going to say? Oh, right there.
The neckerchief.
Check out the up and down hinge on a weapon wielding hand. So he can get the balance. I don't know if
we're going to have to ask, but I don't know if that's going to be an actual hand itself because the basketball is pretty specific.
Yeah.
To spinning like that. So, yeah.
Because that's a neat trick.
Yeah. It's like we've kind of we're getting like all corners of like the personalities from the ad icons. It's like you got the gothy kids first, and then you kind of got the slacker Chester Cheetah, and now you got the jock Tiger cereal guy. So representation is important. So
now that you point that out, I don't have any worries.
Yeah,
because look how big the feet are and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is very very toppish,
and that's something from an engineering standpoint.
Yeah,
they'll need to be cognizant of. But I think June will be thinking of those things.
It's not a worry. It's more like I can see why there had to been some thought process put behind it. And with the other figures they've already put out, I don't have a lot of worry about looseness or anything.
Yeah, same.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
That would be a fun crew as well.
Okay, and I will admit, you'll see this in a minute. I don't have a lot of shots of the whole display, but when you see it, the Scooby-Doo was down under, like at knee level.
For someone who is so excited about Scooby-Doo, you had to be pointed to the fact that was
when I turned the corner, the orange and everything, my eyes went straight to Tony. And I was taking pictures, and then June was like, "How do you like that?" And I had to bend down and look under, and then
we all laughed at him.
And this is what was staring back at me.
Yeah,
and that's awesome.
Yeah, 6-inch scale, super articulated, Ruby Roo.
Yeah, and the display is awesome too because this is a back wall that has a sliding bookcase with a little nook behind it.
And on preview night, he was literally like coming out from behind the bookcase.
So it was hidden. If I'd glanced down, I would have just saw wooden floor. And and that's what I saw.
Yeah. But this is like right there, 1B in terms of a brand new line that has been shown off at this show with Sesame Street for me as like the most exciting.
Wired whiskers. That's pretty much Chester, right?
Yeah.
And I haven't had a lick of trouble with those.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shaggy looks awesome. Again, Paint Master, there's some scuffing here and there, but
yeah. And I think their release pattern makes a lot of sense. Like I said, it's going to be tough to wait out the whole mystery gang, but man, if it means getting more monsters to do that, I'm all about it.
Yeah. Mystery Machine.
Yeah.
For the time, at least at first, I've got the Scoob movie Mystery Machine.
Which is not classic, but knowing what we saw of the scale of these and having that at home, knowing what I can get into that, these should go in that problem.
Yeah. But I would not complain about a quality... a little bit more expensive.
Jada makes vehicles as like their main thing. So.
This is one of those situations where I can't believe it took this long to get a quality Scooby-Doo line, but I'm glad we did so Jada could take a crack at it.
It's funny. Yeah. It's the second line that Jada has been producing that I've said that to at this point now. So yes, they're like coming in and making all of these like, because you're right. It's like so much of this stuff seems obvious to do, but the wait I guess the wait would be worth it because of how well these are being done and how they're looking. So,
right. Yeah. And there's even, and I made sure to take this picture because there's even some Scooby snacks sculpted inside the box.
Yeah.
Which is not super apparent here.
Yeah. But it'll be good. A good reminder that we'll ask about accessories today, swappable heads possibly and whatnot. Because I would imagine that since they're showing the frightened Shaggy head in the case, that a more like neutral, where he's just like to stand in with like his mouth closed and whatnot would probably be an alternate head.
Because when they first started showing Street Fighter and stuff, wasn't it just and then came back with the alternate heads and everything? And, and Megaman.
Yep.
So more to come. Imagine customizing a dollhouse and posing. We've already been talking about this with the.
That's a good idea.
With the paintings. With a hollow on the back with like a pull tab to make the eyes move back and forth. Yeah.
Because I've actually had that thought if I had the time to do it. It's like, you know, you go to Michael's or whatever and buy those wooden doll houses that are completely painted. I thought about like, I need to get one of these and paint it Halloweenish for a decoration and, you know, only bring it out once a year. But, you know, having that as like
a display space for these,
that would be amazing.
Because those have little boxes in each thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
and each one of, you know, how they like run through the, you know, scenes and whatnot, and have a couple on different level and whatnot. Oh, that's a good idea.
Because there's also go back. Because there's also the possibility of effects, the spinning legs.
Yeah.
For which maybe like a deluxe type situation or exclusive, but that would be awesome.
Yeah. Escape Scooby and Shaggy with legs like that. Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Shaggy has to come with a ridiculous hero sandwich.
Yeah.
This is. Oh, I doubt it. That's probably a whole nother thing. But if I can take these and stick these with my, the McFarlane stuff may be a little smaller compared to looking. I don't know. It may be close.
Shaggy's a tall dude. He's a tall, lanky dude.
And I did take those heads and put them on Mayfix figures, so they may fit better than I think.
Yeah.
And if not, I'll figure it out. Then we got over the Street Fighter display.
Street Fighter on the first night had some new figures out, but I would say that getting to see DJ, Cammy, and Guile, who were definitely production in some form. I don't know if they're final production or whatnot, but they were definitely in plastic for this show.
There's Guile back here. And then Cammy, I missed because, you know, I was going for the
focus.
I was doing the newer in my brain, the newer figures like T-Hawk.
Yeah. Which it's funny. T-Hawk has always been cool. He's never been like one of those guys that I've been like taken with or I ever really played much as or whatnot. But dang, this figure is huge and he looks awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to. I'm gonna have to find a shelf. Even though I'm not the biggest Street Fighter guy, I love these figures.
Yeah.
So,
and today I'm going to be all about, you know, asking about alternate heads, accessories, and also price points, because just by virtue of the way that this line has been going, some of the standard size figures have kind of been leading, and now we're getting into like all of these larger and oversized figures. So I'm sure at least some of them are going to run at that higher deluxe price point that June has alluded to in the past. So we'll figure that out and find all that out today.
They just look good.
Well, yeah, and this display, which I'm sure later on we'll have a picture of it. It's amazing that while all of the parts of this collection, of the Street Fighter collection, are super impressive, seeing them all together, the sum is something to.
That's another thing.
It's crazy. Hey. It's crazy.
Akuma conspicuously not present.
Well, they have been teasing out a new figure every single day, and we were told yesterday that it is Saturday, and that Street Fighter is the only property that they are bringing out a new figure for today. They're done showing off new ones as of yesterday for Megaman and Scooby-Doo, but they're going to be bringing out a new Street Fighter figure today, and I would be shocked if it's not Akuma. So we'll see.
You'd be shocked if it's not Akuma?
If it's not Akuma.
Here's the full display night one.
Yeah.
And again, they call out custom diorama by Made 1979 Customs. That's
and this is them doing some long range con planning, because it's a gigantic diorama. So I mean, they could bring this back next year and it'll look even more filled out. And then it'll be fun to do picture comparisons.
Yeah,
like, look at last year and now,
and to be used for years and years and years to come.
It will start to accumulate its own real cobwebs on it over time. So yeah.
I don't know. That's another question because I don't know if Scooby-Doo has other licensing on top of the Hanna-Barbera stuff.
I will say this. I thought about that, and it's like the Capcom situation jumped in my head. It's like Jada is concentrating on Street Fighter and Megaman from Capcom right now, but they have a relationship with that company now, which makes things, no matter what, like it's a different when you're talking about negotiating and doing other things. So I would say that I don't know if it's all together, but I certainly can't imagine it makes it more difficult for them to do stuff like that if they wanted to. I think it would be easier for them to get to that point if they wanted to expand into that. So that's exciting as well.
Because, Herculoids, y'all know that's the top of my list, right up there with Thunder. I've got to have.
Come on, there are guys like Grape Ape, that need to be done.
The new one was Zangief. This is still preview not.
Yeah, so Zangief was the new one yesterday.
Yeah, and I've got pictures of that.
Yeah, don't worry, the Zangief with tickle fingers.
We ran over to the Hasbro booth after that. There wasn't a lot new to show on preview not, but I did snap some pictures of Giant Man and.
Very textury, very cool looking.
It's just that shot and then getting up close to the eyes. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And no offense to those who prefer it, but he's going to look even better with the white antenna on it instead of the black ones.
I prefer
the white ones.
I'll make that decision at a later date.
And you can make that decision because they're offering both. So.
Yeah. And that's a good thing.
Oh, speaking of eyes, look at this amazing fella.
Yeah. I can't get the full effect because it's in the case. I can only get so close. But, the moving eyes on that new Eternia Masterverse merman fell off the screen.
If you have the Jakks Pacific Super Mario Brothers movie figures, those have the eyes that follow you around. Merman has that same effect. It's perfect. It's weird. It's wonderful. Merman is the best He-Man.
Oh my God.
Any Masters of the Universe line is judged by the merits of its Merman, and hot damn, that figure is awesome with his moving eyes and his like patina armor. Now,
I'm starting to see the alliteration in your favorites whenever it comes to the letter M.
M.
Yeah. Merman and Megaman.
Yeah.
But then I shot over to the cartoon collection
because of course you.
Yeah, because I did.
Yeah,
that's what I did. And look at Montana.
There you go.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I always want to call him Modulok. He's got that same kind of.
They did show Modulok from the other Origins line.
Yeah,
but
the inferior Origins line.
No.
Yeah, if they want to call it all Origins, then
I've got to. But looking at this, if you wanted to just put together a cool overall cartoon display, I think these would ride with those Scooby-Doo figures. They can be on the hunt for Mantenna.
I'm about to forsake Marvel and Star Wars and all that and just go childhood cartoons.
Listen to you.
No, I can't give up Marvel Legends. Well, Star Wars showing was a little bit. We'll see. Manny Faces is cool. Man, there's a lot of M's here in this section.
Manny Faces. Yeah. He has many faces.
Many faces.
Yeah.
What was? That was something else, and we don't even have pictures of that. But this is the one that caught my eye because it captures Ram Man from the animated series.
Yeah.
From just you can hear him
with the Shakoti piece, or as he called it, like Shabooby and Mushroomy, and that's a good little Easter egg piece to include with Ram Man. But they really captured his cartoon look well, and they did it by like not being cheap about it. It's like Ram Man needs to be his own thing and not share because of his build, and they did a good job with that here. Yeah,
man. Yes, I will also take Blue Falcon and Dynamite and Captain Caveman.
We could talk about all of that stuff for just hours and hours.
And we have.
Yeah.
There's Manny Faces.
With this tall head piece that was almost ridiculous on the cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? No. And then Catra.
Yeah. Princess of Power definitely had a showing and a presence in the booth and at the Masters of the Universe panel, celebrating the 40th anniversary of that. And it looks like the cartoon collection is really the right spot to introduce those characters in the looks that I think most people remember them. I know the vintage toy looks aren't getting a lot of action or whatever in terms of recreation over the years, but man, cartoon Catcher looks really good.
Yeah, got a little damaged on the way, but again, Paint Masters, that's what they show it, or well, most of the time. Some production pieces here and there, but the Masterverse Evil Lyn.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool that it's cool that they're doing Evil Lyn before Tila in the new Eternia style.
Right.
So because for Masterverse, new Eternia is definitely my jam.
Hasbro does the same thing with Origins, does the Transform Studios series, having 86 be with live action stuff. I don't even know what they showed from Transformers, because missed that completely. Another Beastman, which I'm okay with, but man, I feel like it needs a little more bulk up top.
So that was the other one,
but not as much bulk as the last one.
That last one, the shoulders were wild and crazy on that one. So I actually really like this one. But I'm with you. It's like he just needs to be wider up top a little bit. So yeah, I agree with that.
And then this one.
And it
sweet
continues to be that everything about this figure is awesome, but it continues to be the He-Man faces and the new Eternia stuff that they haven't sold me on yet. It's like he's Botoxed out or something like that.
But man, I had this.
Yeah.
And that was always fun to swing around and spin around.
They didn't give him that was Skeletor that had the halter top for the Terror Claws. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they adapt that over. But yeah, that's cool.
And seeing the Panther, I guess repaint of the Battle Cat.
Yeah, I mean the head definitely looks new, which it should.
Right.
I think, and all this new armor. Strangely, it should have been flocked, but it's not.
Man, I don't even want to play anymore.
Oh,
I'm done.
But that color of purple is interesting. It's like more. It shades more towards indigo than Panther really has been before.
And shiny and striped. Is there stripes right here?
Or there's like dots or something on him. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, some black highlights or something or other. But
up here.
Yeah, this is a Mattel Creations thing. So I don't think it's going to be a crowdfund thing, but I think it's going to be exclusive on Mattel Creations. So it's interesting that for new Eternia, I guess this is new Eternia Panther. That's what it's going to be. That again, like Evil Lyn, they're leading with Panther instead of Battle Cat, which is kind of cool because the bad guys are better.
The bad guys are better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't keep up with MOTU. That's why I only cartoon collection. That's it.
I mean, there are 4 Masters of the Universe lines going just from Mattel right now. So it's like,
that's one evil kitty.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, I got a little close-up action. I like the paint apps. It's a metallic, isn't it?
Yeah, but still scuffed up and got some dirtiness to it.
Then we ran through the Mezco booth. I'm not familiar with this, but it was just badass looking. So it's a robot.
Yes.
In fatigues.
Yeah.
And a Godzilla, 1954. I just
here's the action.
I just tried to hit the stuff that seemed new, and then The Amazing pointed out some new stuff too. So
yeah, and my phone actually died on the floor preview night in the Mattel booth, so I didn't get to take any pictures of stuff like this on my own. But I was kind of scared that we weren't going to see any new Dick Tracy from Mezco at this show, but they did show the blank, which seemed like I don't want to say an obvious choice, but it's a logical choice, I would say, for another figure in that line. So I'm excited about this. So we've got three Dick Tracy rogues now in the line. So that's cool.
There's another shot, Beetlejuice, which may be.
Well, we said it twice now.
Oh,
no more, no more.
This may be the one I get because I don't know. I like the look of it. overall.
Yeah.
Overalls, not overalls.
No. Beetlejuice doesn't wear overalls.
That's right.
He's too suave for that.
Come for your overalls.
Baby. Oh yeah, because then you can get this with you get this to go with the backdrop of the Dante's Inferno that NECA's making.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And the Mystery Gang is gonna have to go check it out. So you're gonna
dang, that's another cool display too.
Yeah.
Pointed out that this is a new Miles head sculpt.
Man, that's a skinny. It's appropriate.
Yeah,
but man, that's a skinny base body. That's crazy.
And he also pointed out that there were a lot of comments that Doc Ock couldn't support his weight up on the tentacles, so he displayed it like this just in the case, just to show that yes.
And he's only up on 3 of them right here, so
yeah, he's got one out here.
Taking all 4 of them to work, so yeah.
New classic Golden Age type Robin, which makes me regret not getting Batman and Two-Face and Joker.
Very springy, very springy.
Mezco should do a Green Hornet.
Yeah, that seems like that would be right up their alley.
Yeah, that seems right in their wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Nightwing, we saw a tease of this a while back. I guess Mezco Con.
Is this a Mezco design, or is this like a tactical Nightwing that I
don't know most designs are Mezco.
Okay.
Okay. So they take the basics and put it into their own, especially since the cloth and the soft goods and everything, which is cool.
Yeah,
because
you don't have anything else like it. Yeah.
No. Yeah. This is apparently me staring at a light or some. I don't know what was going on.
Trying to get your brain reset after seeing so much stuff.
I think this was still the Mezco booth, and I accidentally took a picture of the background because they got some bright lights. Oh yeah, this is some bright white.
There you go. Yeah, see, you're just branding here. Maybe you don't fool us.
Then we went to San Diego and looked at all the toys, and we're demonetized.
You've already done a San Diego Beverly Hillbillies mashup theme song, so now we're to this too.
I love that one too. Robo is a moth confirmed. I'll take 3 of them. It's a polar bear in a snowstorm. You saw Toy Jesus. This
all right, that one wins. Yeah.
Is that the Vanisher new figure? Yeah, there's gonna be a couple of those. My phone is on voice command, so when I say capture or shoot, it takes a picture.
And I will say this: thanks everyone for kind of bearing with us on that, because it's not easy to take good pictures at the convention just from a logistical standpoint, but also a lot of booths at Comic-Con are lit in a way which look perfectly fine to show off figures in person, but they're hellish and wreak havoc on photography.
Yeah, it really does. Especially, and some are worse than others. I don't know if it's because of the lighting setup or the glass or they use or something.
And our approach to this as well is that we could bring in like small light setups and rigs and things like that in order to do that, but it is so hard to do anything else, including walk around with that. So yeah, it's a little crazy.
Prototype for a new Sue Storm. This is Tangerine.
She looked awesome.
Yeah, Rumble Society.
Yeah.
And in fact, I don't think I got a picture of the new Doc Nocturnal, but it's going to be on a bigger body. It's more tactical. They've redone everything.
Yeah.
And the comic books explain the change in look, but in my brain, it's almost like Doc Nock was a sidekick or a young Crumb or whatever. And then this is like the Dark Knight Returns version of Doc Nocturnal.
This is something that I really admire, the designs and the story and the world that they're building with it. I don't collect it, but it's really cool to see it played out, and I really like the character design of this Tangerine character.
Looks like a grown-up moon girl.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
And here I am painting a devil dinosaur, planning to do initial stages. Then we ran all the way across to the Mondo booth just to give it a look.
More time down at that end of the convention hall already this year than I think I have like the last decade combined.
Yeah. And the reason we went down to Mondo is because when we were at Jada, I was talking to somebody and Fan Plastic 4 ran through real quick on his way from the restroom and said hi. And I was like, oh, wait. And I turned and he was gone. So we went down to Mondo to see what he was doing. And I snapped I used the last of my phone power that night to take pictures of
this lino.
The 12-inch lino.
Yeah. And the crazy snarf.
And the crazy snarf.
That snarful.
You want to talk about stealing souls? This guy.
It's a good thing that white picture didn't happen like right after this one, because then we would all be worried.
And if I did 12-inch, I'd be all over this stuff. But man, it's just
they have some impressive stuff. Down there.
Yeah, they're in X-Men 97. They're even Spider-Man animated series, just because they're nice, clean Spider-Mans.
Mm-hmm.
But he's all furry. He's got some alternate heads with a crown and more of a
foppish crown,
more of a cat look on one of the heads.
Yeah.
And then he's got the sight beyond sight and angry lino. And then my phone died. So jumping to Hasbro breakfast Thursday morning.
Yeah, which is always cool to go to. But man, having the breakfast first thing in the morning after the latest night of the convention, it's like, oh gosh. I need breakfast before toy pictures.
And this is G.I. Joe Classified Series Crop Duster. I'm sure I'm the first one to make that joke.
That's gonna be the Midwest Con exclusive repaint brother of.
I think I snapped this picture real quick. Oh, okay. There's the cereal box and the accessories.
It's a fun figure, and the vintage one was a repainted Duke head, right? Did I understand that correctly?
Yes, I believe so.
But this one has his own unique head sculpt, so it's not a repainted Duke of any kind, because I asked about that.
But I do believe the body is
probably. Yes, definitely. It looks like it.
And this
is fine.
And this is PulseCon exclusive, which is September 13th.
Yes.
So
online shindig.
I think this is the earliest we've ever known about a PulseCon and an exact date.
Yeah. Yeah. But it makes sense with like the exclusivity of the vintage figure and stuff like that to have it be a convention exclusive. But yeah. Blue Duke.
Oh, and then there's Once a Man Cobra Commander. Just it was there. It's the convention exclusive here.
Everyone's seen that. Limit 1.
Then I made my way over to the Marvel Legends, because when we walked in the door, that was kind of crowded over there.
Yeah.
So it took some time to get. But the video game Sentinels.
This is a really fun idea.
Yeah, it's cool. I didn't play a lot of the game. My Sentinels are big and massive.
Well, that's the thing. I walked over there and I was like, I looked at Ryan. I was like, can I do like the Colossus superpower in here and just knock because he's like, everybody like on the screen dies. But this is a really cool idea. It lends itself to lots of repaint possibilities, but the pink and purple of these just really popped. So they're going to get me for at least one set.
I think at this point, most people knew these were coming because of The Rock, which somebody made the comment, or if it was going to be a 2-pack. And Dan said that it is indeed a 2-pack with The Rock. And I made the joke.
I pointed out.
No, you shut your mouth. It was all me, baby. That it's actually a 3-pack. So
it comes with The Rock.
The Rock.
Welcome to The Rock.
But these are cool. But the thing that the pink, the purple, that's all nice and everything. But man, I love me some eye shading.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. It gives it a sinister look.
They haven't let me sleep in. Wait, a Mr. Sinister look?
No, just a sinister
look.
They
haven't let me sleep in days, and I'm trying to fight these respawning X-Men all the time.
They keep coming back.
But yeah, the colors on these are fantastic.
They're great.
I love it.
And then there's Kang. This beautiful shot. There's the package. Look at the package.
It's fleshy faced Kane. It's like, I want this so badly, but I'm scared to death to have it in my house because it's going to come to life and kill everybody. Look at that. Oh, man. Man, Flash.
I've been up for 16 days.
I was going to say, it's like Clockwork Orange Kane.
Because when we first walked in, there was a face on it that has kind of a bill.
Yeah.
And I asked about it being, is that alien or is that from a different dimension, universe, whatever? And then they showed the face swapping, which it's just the face plate that pops out of the front.
Yeah.
With a tab.
And I do like the shape of the head on this one. It more than the other one. I think it's a little bit more classic-y Kang looking to me, but I could be just seeing what I want to see.
And we knew this was coming because of this. This is what they teased a while back. And I made a short. Oh, and just in case, there's the base, the regular Kang face. Yeah. I made a short saying it may be this, it may be a multi-pack.
And then I said something about the chair.
No. You don't want this one. I said, I'm finding pictures of him in a chair, but they're not going to do that because, why would? It's a big deluxe top piece.
They constantly line plan and release figures with the intent of discrediting you.
Yeah, no, it's just my luck, man. Mm-hmm. But it comes with the throne.
I'm going to have to get this. And I'm on this like path of refining my Legends collection and shelves to get it down to exactly what I want it to be, which is probably going to be less is going to be more type of thing. But this would just look too cool as a way to make Kang stand out even more on the shelf as like a centerpiece or a different piece on the villain shelf. So I'm going to be all about this, I'm afraid.
How about some Kang-y faces?
Kang-y faces.
Which is actually closer than this feels very MODOK though.
Yeah.
And I do believe I think that's the same Kang figure. They've just altered the head.
I believe it is, because the elbows for sure. I know he didn't have double jointed elbows like that. So
pray that they don't alter it
further.
So that was a pretty good showing for it. The Hasbro breakfast is usually just like a tantalizing tease.
And it's kind of a mingle thing because it's like they do serve breakfast there, which is cool because they don't have to do stuff like that. But it's just a chance to kind of eat a little bit, talk, and see a little bit of tease type stuff before the panel opening. Yeah.
Here's the next wave.
Yeah. Which
is cool. Wolverine fell over as I was walking up.
Wolverine was celebrating his new movie and he was still a little still a little drunk the night before.
Here's the floor.
Yep.
In the Hasbro
we
breakfast.
Knew you guys would want to see the skybox floor at some point where they hold this breakfast every year.
In case you're interested in interior decoration or how they
taking care of getting pictures that the people want that others are not supplying.
Yeah, I mean, who else took pictures? Oh, I zoomed the wrong screen. I'm down here. Who else took pictures of my shoe?
That's your shoe. Yeah, I don't know who the other shoe is, but that's your shoe.
Yeah. That may be Ron because maybe standing behind the booth a little bit.
Maybe so.
Maybe not. I don't know.
It's a mystery, gang.
That's right. This is the in-depth, hard-hitting coverage that people have come to expect on this channel.
From this,
Actually, what I said as I walked up and it fell over, I went, I didn't do that.
and then he stamped his foot and another figure fell over and he took a picture of that.
Yeah, because Ron was kind of looking over and it fell and he looked back and I was like, I did not do that. I swear.
I
didn't do it.
I didn't do it. If you watch The Simpsons, that would be funnier.
At this point, I've got you to point out every
time you don't watch it.
That's right.
Apparently. There's Wolverine.
Yeah, there's Wolverine up
on his feet,
being all vengeance-y.
Yeah.
There's back to here. I took another picture. There's the 85th anniversary stuff that's out now.
Yeah.
I reviewed Superior before I left the house, so that should go up next week. And then I got Warbird.
I got the Heroes for Hire the day that we left, and I haven't opened that yet. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I did ask about this, and they said it was just a running change. The one I reviewed was a kind of a pre-production in, as it goes. So the silvers in the review I did, these were silver. And people are now getting them, and there's been comments of white. It's almost like a bright. I wish I could shoot all the way back to that picture.
Yeah, but that would have been the good interlude to this. Yeah,
but I like the white. It stands out better. than the silver.
Yeah.
So, and that's the comments I've been getting to. It's like, mine's white. I like it better.
There are instances where that works, but man, when you're talking about like comic panel reference or whatnot, the white always does stand out more, even when they're trying to accomplish a different color. So yeah, I agree. The white does look better.
Yeah.
Thematically, it makes more sense that he's red, white, and blue, not red, white, and silver.
Yeah, that's true. Basil, we'll get to you here in a minute in the Star Wars section. Then, I was zoomed in, so it zoomed in here. The stab and battle droid is
if you're looking for a little stab action, here we go.
Yeah. PulseCon exclusive, I believe.
Exclusive, yeah.
Yeah. And it's cool. This is one of those that I've had the model kit for a long time, long enough for my brain to go, I have this, but at the same time, I don't have one that I can throw on the ground or
take in the bathtub.
Yeah, exactly. Without it falling up. The model doesn't fall apart, but
you're going to be naturally more careful.
Yeah.
Guarded with it. But yeah, I think I'll probably grab one of these just because it's fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hopefully Warbird becomes easier to find because I just happened to be up at 1:30 a.m. when they went back up on Target last week, and mine got shipped, but I know a lot of people's got canceled.
I have not even had the opportunity to try to order one, so no luck there, and that makes me sad because that's my favorite Carol costume.
Just stab it. Stab it.
Stab it.
Stab it. Yeah, this is cool. I like the throwback packaging too because
and also from an action. See, this is why George always thought about and prioritized action figure stuff in his designs, because you really needed to have something as light and small as the battle droid to be able to make this balance properly. I would say, because if that was like, if that was like a regular figure or whatnot, it'd probably be like pulling towards the back and fall over. So, yeah.
Oh, was the box green back in 1990 as a preview figure? I broke my model kit by accident, so this is needed.
They talked about homage to in the panel. They talked about an homage to the vintage packaging, but with the theme that they had kind of already established. So
this is neat. Seems slightly undersized, but we're used to that with vehicles. And there's a close-up of the cereal.
Yeah, which Tony was telling us that the cereal box does not come as an accessory. You actually cut it out of the packaging and fold it together like that. So that's kind of cool because that's got a little bit of a vintage wink to it as well. Because there used to be some things that you could, I remember stuff that
cutting off
kind of works that way. Yeah, so this isn't like something that's in the blister. You actually cut the packaging up in order to make this cereal box with.
Oh, that makes sense. Maybe because the packaging would have given away the villain.
Yeah.
Which back then they had no problem. Well, I don't know. I don't remember. Was that me digging for information?
Probably.
That I knew what the whole movie was before I even went and saw it.
Probably.
Back in my younger days.
Help yourself.
Some serial assembly required. There's a better picture. I actually focused this time.
Yeah,
see the details and everything.
So while he does look like Duke, it is not the Duke head.
The Duke?
It's not the Duke. I hate the Duke.
And there's a better picture of the accessories and everything.
Yeah.
And the package.
And the packaging.
Starduster. Jetpack. I forgot about the jetpack.
Well, how could you forget about the jetpack? That was what was causing the most discussion of this figure, because most of the pictures were showing the jetpack was a little askew. So the fire trail or whatever was like right in the middle, so it looked like he was having gastrointestinal problems as displayed at first. So
Power of the Force for the step and Mace. I remember Mace Windu in the packaging. It was a box, and didn't he come with a blue lightsaber?
Yeah,
with helmet on gives me mainframe vibes. Oh yeah,
insane in that mainframe.
You stop it.
Look, back to Shaggy.
Yeah, we went back to the Jada booth that morning.
Yeah, because Jada was that was the booth that they were like, we are putting something new out every day. Other people were kind of like, oh, we might have something. So it was easy to prioritize going to them early because we knew that there would be a payoff for that.
Yeah, because
it
was Shaggy,
and his alternate head was his head.
Oh, you know what? I guess on some level I knew that. I realized that, but I hadn't thought about it.
He was scared coming around the corner, but then he was like, okay, this is a room and I've got Scooby snacks.
Yeah, he was coming through the bookcase and stuff. Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm called cool and collected until, oh my God, the creeper.
And I mean, along with like the space kook and whatnot, there are a few of those monsters that are like instantly iconic and recognizable, but he's definitely on that like top tier of that. So it's a smart inclusion for one of the first monsters to be included in this line. And June has him posed really cool. I kind of want to see him standing up straight to see how tall he is too.
Because looking at this, there's a button right here, or a hole for this button.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is supposed to be sealed shut and they posed it like this, and that's what caused the cracking in the prototype.
Yeah,
just a little bit. Well, I mean, it's a soft
this is a prototype. This is not a production toy. But June did point out, and I'm sure he'll mention it today, that the Scooby-Doo figures are actually, they haven't had a show to really show them off yet. So they're actually much further in the production cycle than the figures typically are when they debut them. So the time from debut of Scooby-Doo to release is going to be shorter than it typically is for Jada, which I think is cool.
Yeah. Because I want all of these now.
Yeah. You know, just looking at him, I know it wouldn't be accurate, but man, this guy just kind of lends himself to trying out like color palette swaps and whatnot and seeing how cool. I'm talking myself into buying extras of these for colors that don't really canonically exist. So what the heck?
Would love Captain Color. Yeah, we made, and we'll get to that here in a minute. We were placing bets on who the third character that revealed yesterday would be.
Yeah.
And I picked Charlie the Funhouse Robot.
And I think I said the Witch Doctor. Ultimately. But
and because we had thought about Captain Cutler, but he's green.
Yeah.
And with the color scheme going on, Shaggy. But who knows? It could have been a green themed wave.
Yeah. For Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo line.
Yeah. See? You never know where they're going to go, but I love where they went. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Zoinks. Spooky.
Yeah, this line's going to be a lot of fun. And
it is.
Like I said, Mystery Gang, cool, but monsters, the best. Yeah.
Went back over, we were standing, and I looked over and saw the 3-0 booth and didn't realize that their Transformers MDLX line has some Big Bad Toy Store exclusives. There's Sunstorm, which is just they've, as far as the Seekers go, they've Starscream, Skywarp, and then they've teased Thundercracker in the group shot for that. I didn't know they did Sunstorm.
That's a cool paint.
Yeah, the color scheme. These are kind of the lesser known, and Acid Storm. And then
I like it. And
then they also have Jetfire.
He looks gun to me.
It's Robotech. Well, Scrappy-Doo. Scrappy-Doo feels more like a pack-in or a multi-pack or something.
And why not do Scooby and Scrappy together?
Yeah. 10,000 volt ghost, please.
Yeah, that was
as we were scrolling, it's like all of them.
And because we were talking about, okay, iconic, space those guys out a little bit. Engineering challenges would be fun on some of that. But man, we got into like the classic monsters that appeared on the show too. And it's like, man, I want those too, all recreated, because that would be a lot of fun. And we we're kind of already getting one. So
I want y'all to remember, because I just noticed something, the turbine look to the chesticles. We'll get to that here when you least expect it. You know what? I kind of feel the same way, and I don't know where that comes from, but
but
I'd still take it.
But here's the thing: he's little, and he would probably, as you said, be a pack-in. So there are people that do want Scrappy. So if they have the opportunity to do him, they might as well include him somewhere so that those that really want Scrappy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would never.
Don't be gatekeeping Scrappy-Doo for people.
No, I was just saying that would be the one where I would end up breaking.
Not a focus on
but I would end up breaking down and getting it because it's part of that universe. But I don't know if I need unmasked monster heads. I'm almost. That would make me get. Would I display too? No, I wouldn't.
Meddling kids.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
You can't deny puppy power.
Yeah. Puppy power.
Where'd we go from here? Oh, I think I shot through the Hasbro booth real quick and took a couple pictures. There's my swag. There's what I got. That's what I carried around the whole first day.
How'd you get that stuff?
That was you. I sent you into the Mattel. No, you had the pass for the Mattel booth first day. So
and Hasbro, I was like repping it. I got luck of the draws on those.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah. So thanks to you and Matt, I got my exclusives knocked out the first day.
But it seemed like as of yesterday, both Hasbro and Mattel, by closer to the end of the day, you could just walk in and at least nothing that we were interested in had sold out. So I don't think it has been horrible as it has been in years past with stuff like that. So
I was just glad to be done.
Yeah.
And then I got this Batarang because I did an unboxing at NECA, and that's what I picked because it folds compact and goes in my backpack for the way.
They're not gonna let you carry that on.
What? It's going in my carry-on. Oh God, yeah. Maybe not. Maybe it won't. And then actually made it to my first Masters of the Universe panel.
Yeah,
I've never been to one.
Usually it was just Matt and I that would go to those in the past.
Because back in the day when Mattel, they'd show stuff, and I think I didn't make it up there one time.
Yeah.
So I hung out at the booth and was going to wait until they came back down, filled the case and everything. And lo and behold, they started filling up the case as I was standing there. So I got to help put
the poor guy.
I got to help put the prototypes in, and no, this goes with this guy.
Yeah.
I had such fun that every year after that, I would stay down in the booth hoping for more. And it did, and it helped that I got to take pictures and everything before the rush of the panel coming down.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But She-Ra and the Horde definitely had a presence, as we said, overall for Masters this year. So.
Mattel had Too Bad. And he is
and Tuvar and Badra.
And then the parts to
I would guess that Too Bad, just as Too Bad, we'll probably see a regular release at some point, but this is like a 2-figure.
Yeah.
And they also had the Street Sharks with the pool cue, the I forget the name of the set they call it, but with a jacket and a pool cue. They had a Barbie exclusive. I got a Racerverse black costume Spider-Man exclusive. So yeah, they have a few things for sure. They have a Jimmy Buffett from the Jurassic Park line.
Who I didn't know was.
Yeah.
And then the Death's Head is amazing.
Yeah. I was on the fence on whether or not I was going to get Death's Head because he was kind of like first to Comic-Con release, but I went ahead and picked him up anyway because he's definitely cool.
It's basically Colossus. Astonishing confirmed because they took the shoulder flares off the side.
That's why I thought they were gonna show Astonishing Colossus today. So,
and the neat thing that I didn't realize was his shield. It's got clips on the back of it to hold the extra weapons, and
they all can be in there at one time.
Alternate weapon hands if you don't have the weapon plugged into the arm.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
That's cool.
Which I should have realized that some of the promo pics have those.
You can see it.
Yeah, like that.
The shoulders. Yeah.
But just the way they did it's cool.
Yeah.
And then it is a good figure. Yes. We talk about Megaman yet? No, that's at the very end as I cut off.
We'll get to that.
Easy.
I promise.
Don't be angry.
Promise.
But yeah, there's a cartoon collection She-Ra, and there's a second picture. I'm going to warn you all now. All my pictures of screens is pretty terrible.
It's hard. It's hard to take pictures.
Yeah.
In there.
Hordak looks amazing.
Yeah, though. This is the most. I think this is the most closely, like from a likeness standpoint, accurate cartoon Hordak that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Plus, how many times have they done a full head?
Yeah.
In front of the hood thing instead of being integrated into the hood thing.
Yeah.
It's a hood thing.
It's a hood thing.
Because
look how happy he looks.
Yeah, look at me in plastic form.
Yeah, but it's going to be kind of like the classics approach, because the classics one, the head was separate from the hood, but it hasn't always been that way.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've messed with the classics.
And this is just being shown on the right-hand side that those heads are not included with Hordak. It's just that if you want to swap the heads, you have the ability to do so.
Look at his duck feet just standing there all flat.
Going, hey.
Okay, here, look. Turbine chesticles. It didn't take as long as I thought. I forgot Masters of the Universe was right after the Transformers thing.
Yeah, I have to say that I am surprised how many figures we're getting from this Turtles of Grayskull, because I honestly thought it was going to be like a 10-figure type of, hey, look at this fun thing that we're doing, and then we're done. But oh no, ongoing.
And I feel kind of, because my first thought on here was, okay, this is Masters of the Universe X Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is Mechanic. Where's the turtle parts? And I get that some of them aren't as inspired as others, like Beastman with some samurai armor. And I like that this kind of veers away, but it's very Mechanic in extra armor. That's it.
They are adding a third. It's kind of like a third element, because it's Turtles and Masters of the Universe, but now if there's a snake theme to it, and it's like that's really trying to balance three things, and they're really just kind of balancing two things here. To me, so I wasn't that there were some new Turtles of Grayskull figures that they showed off that I thought are really cool, but for the first time there were some that I felt like I wasn't really too keen on.
Yeah.
So,
and this is one of them.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, okay, but then, well, I'll always love adding extra parts to a Mechanic.
Like 7 feet tall, he can go to like 10.
Yeah, instead of him just looking over a high wall, a slightly higher wall.
He might be able to look over a small building.
Yeah, a small building.
Yeah.
But this
is insane.
It's just Rattler mutated, which we've seen.
Yeah.
Mossman and Ram Man, Merman, and that man and other man. But this, and when I first saw this, it was like, okay, that's cool. They've just mutated his natural power set. And then when they started talking about the skeleton bursting out of Rattler's mouth, it was part of his mutation. The skeleton, it's essentially a skin suit.
He has bonus eruptus.
Yeah. So that made me like this a little bit more, just because of that.
That's wild. And it's like, man, imagine like you're mutating and it's like, okay, what's going on here? And then all of a sudden, like
you throw up your own skeleton. You puke your own bones.
It's a terrible disorder where the skeleton tries to leap out the mouth and escape the body.
I had to get a close up of it just because I liked it.
Well, I got a close up of it of the figure in the booth just because I was like, oh, what they said is exactly what they did.
Then there's Movie Blade.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's a better.
Yeah, they had Anthony DeLongis on the panel, which was cool. And this is really the first time, because they made a Blade figure in Classics, but that really shaded towards the vintage figure Blade. You could see the likeness a little bit in the face, not really on purpose, because they didn't have that worked out or whatever, blah, blah, blah. This one is absolutely based off of the likeness, though, is what they're going for with this one, which is cool. And it's another movie figure, which I'm all about.
And because before we left your toy basement, you were talking about placement of movie figures and why is this one over there and that one need this one to go with this one.
Yeah, but now this Blade can go with the movie crew instead of with the vintage Classics crew. So
There's a Skelcon in Masterverse.
Cool.
Yeah.
Man, Skelcon, this little tiny background character neglected for so many years, and now this is like the third Skelcon figure or something. Maybe only the second, but still, it's a lot. Because he got his due in Masterverse and Classics as well.
Mac, I was going to say the same thing that when I just noticed it just now. And Skelcon, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's cool.
There's that Skelcon again. I try to double up because look at this Fisto picture. But look at this Fisto picture. So that's why I take two sometimes. And Fisto's beard has a little white streak in the middle. I don't know where that may.
Yeah. But the hammer, the pieces like pop off, the pointy piece and the rounded off piece, and those can be swapped in. You can pop his Fisto hand off, and it can be replaced with those pieces as well. So he can have like a mace fist or a pointy fist.
Pointy fist.
So
it's still, I like it. I like that the whole arm is armored, but
that's different. That's something that's never been done
but
before.
It throws me again because you have a certain picture in your brain, and when that alters, you have a moment of hesitation before you. This is growing on me.
He's
I
got
like the design.
More curvy cutlass style sword than he's ever had before.
And you know what? That was my gripe. Was
all the radical departures and changes and updates here, but it was he's got a curved sword now.
Yeah, he doesn't have the broadsword of the original. He didn't repaint Triclops' sword, or vice versa, whichever came first.
Triclops was first, but
he got an upgrade. He's now Limbo.
Yeah,
or Armo.
Yeah.
We were Limbo.
But man, just think of like the clothes line he could do with that arm. That'd take your head clean off.
Heroic master of ducking under sticks. Yes, Limbo.
Dun, 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 dun,
demonetized.
dun, dun, dun. Dang.
Fisto and Hellboy be like. I'm sorry. I don't know. And help. Oh, Fisto and Hellboy be like.
Oh,
okay. I got
yes.
you. I got you.
Yes.
Autocorrect got you.
Yes. There. Oh, okay. There's a fanfic that's just waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on what part of the internet you're on. And then the Snake Lair.
It's crazy.
I like your pause, your hesitation, because didn't expect it to be this damn huge.
The image that they used to kind of not tease this, but put it up when they had the vote for which one should we be doing next, felt like a very self-contained, clean, probably about the same size as Snake Mountain or Castle Grayskull style play set. And then there's this, which is crazy. Not only from it's like got this frenetic design to it, which is cool, but this is massive.
Yeah.
It's massive.
It's large.
There you go.
I think what it showed, that's the inside. It's very shell-like, and it's very vintagey feeling.
Yeah.
It's got that vibe to it.
It's got an Iron Maiden in there. Did you see that?
Right here?
Yeah. So that's wild.
But it's this big next to New Attorney. It's crazy.
So I'm fortunate that I've been able to have some larger scale pieces in my collection, have the space in order to be able to show them off. Eternia is the first one that has given me fits with being able to make that work. And then they put this thing next to it like that, and it's like I don't know how I would be able to do this. So I love the fact that this exists, but I think for the first time I'm going to appreciate this from afar, and I'm not gonna be able to do it. But it's cool.
You're gonna have cool. That's a big hole in your collection. A huge hole.
Yeah. That doesn't really exist. That space doesn't exist for this. So yeah, it's cool, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's got an Iron Maiden, but does it have a Metallica?
It's got a rattle. What was that called? A rattle. The vehicle that they integrated into it. The rattle something, or I forget what the name of it is, but
the Rump Shaker.
Yeah.
But this comes off and becomes a vehicle, right?
Yeah, kind of. It's like the original drawing of it had it so that like the pilot sat in the mouth, but this looks like that's more of a trapping good guys in the mouth rather than
And I missed it. It was some time of just thunderstorm on the screen, and they were talking, building up, and then
kind of a quick flash,
and then it flashed Thundercats, and before I could snap the picture, this is what happened. It went away. But there's going to be, like the Turtles collaboration, there's going to be a Thundercats collaboration with Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, and I would probably, realistically, be approaching my thought of how this is going to go or look the same way that the Turtles of Grayskull goes. I don't feel like this is going to be, here are classic Thundercats designs just built on Origin style bodies, right?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be more of a mashup of the, bringing the two designs together into something new and unique.
But it almost feels a little too on the nose, though, because both leaders have swords that they hold aloft in the air and then do some craziness behind it with a chant and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to see Lion-O with a He-Man harness.
Yeah.
And furry boots.
Yeah. Because those boots might be like a long lost cousin. It's like, I'm wearing my cousin on my feet.
When Veebs complains about shelf space, us mortals are screwed. And I will say, your room is getting quite full.
Yeah. But even if it wasn't, that would be a hard decision to make, because it's a cool play set. It's not a vintage, like if this was the Fright Zone, then I would be having kind of a crisis of how am I going to do this. But since it's not, it's going to be, this is neat, and I hope it gets made, and I'm happy for people who are going to get it, but I'm just going to appreciate it and not make it a part of my collection. So yeah.
I'm just waiting for He-Man-O. Oh man. Oh, the picture's up here. Then actually went to the booth after the panel, and there's She-Ra. That looks very nice and clean.
Yeah.
Some bright white.
Yeah, and I get it. I have an appreciation, and I have people who prefer like those toy looks over the cartoon looks for She-Ra, but there is something to be said about the designs that lend themselves well to an integration with Masters of the Universe, especially in the cartoon collection going in this direction.
I didn't watch near as much She-Ra back in the day because I was all over the place. Apparently, we've talked about that. I think I've only watched the first season of most cartoons, or I don't remember past that. But man, the voice actress for She-Ra was in the panel, and she ended with the holding the sword up and stuff, and I got kind of misty because it was cool. It was neat.
It was cool. Yeah.
Let's see. Looks good up close. I'm figuring she's going to be about the size of Teela and Evil Lyn. Kind of that slightly smaller size.
I would guess that they're using those parts, but I guess we'll see.
But then, man, here's a mosaic of Hordak.
That almost looks like a classics figure to me, standing up like that. And
the glass did something, a picture or something, but it looks like a oil painting.
Yeah, it does.
Of Hordak. This is my artistic take on the Hordak.
That's figure. A lie. You used AI to create this.
I did not. That's the glass in front of it. Let's see if I got okay, that's cleaner.
Yeah, the expression and the lines and stuff like that. Just this, like I said before, I think this is the best cartoon likeness to Hordak that we've ever had. So, yes.
Oh, and then here's the
God.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It was that same feeling of when they had Snake Mountain in the case for that year, but without the nostalgia factor.
Right. And it was more, I just felt overwhelmed by it more than anything else, so it's cool. Like I said, happy for people who want this and are going to get it, and I hope it gets made, but man, it's a lot. it's a lot to deal with.
I did get a little verklempt. Talk amongst
Talk
yourselves.
amongst yourselves. Here's the topic. Flocking is better than what I
You shut your mouth. Oh, there's no discussion on that. That's common knowledge that flocking should be destroyed. No rocket forming. You got to think with Mattel and cartoon and stuff. There's gonna be one eventually.
Well, if next year is going to be a She-Ra and Horde presence, a Horde act like that is like a Comic-Con exclusive would be.
Well, that and how big is that usually? Is it large, about a human size?
It can be,
thing. Yeah. There's also the fact that Cartoon Collection adds little like Easter eggs from all the episodes. So Imp, different forms, different add-ons because all the parts and pieces are swappable. Forms. Yeah. You're gonna need a he shed.
That's what he said.
That's right. Back over to Super 7, we looked at the 2003 Turtles.
And these are output glued together pieces just to get an idea of them in person. They look really good. Leonardo's going to tell you he's got a secret.
He's got a, hey,
we're turtles.
They already revealed the next wave at a Nickelodeon panel. Well, they showed silhouettes.
Ultimates is TMNT Ultimates is definitely going with this theme at least for two straight waves. So that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool for sure.
So if you're into these turtles, they're going to have the villains and compatriots.
Yeah, compadres.
But
something that I think they did a really good job of with these figures, especially, is the expressions are very like match like the head pack that comes with them. Those are very much like the intro heads. These look good. And the articulation as it's created in this output integrates quite well into the figures. So we'll just see how that goes as we move through the production cycle on them.
Brian Flynn did not serve pizza because we got within 4 blocks and thought, it's 4 blocks. We're going to stop here, get food, go back to the hotel because after a long day of walking around the con, it gets a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm old.
The pizza place was a little far out.
Yeah. Far out
from the convention center.
Chevy Nova.
But yeah, these look really nice.
So. I just wish I had a little more attachment to 2003.
Yeah.
But I don't.
It's a good show. If, watch Batman the Animated Series first because I know you still haven't done that.
I've got a long
on this too. You're going to be doing nothing but watching Scooby-Doo over again now. At this point, you're not going to watch those.
I do believe I have a long list of cartoons I need to watch. We think Casey is the last silhouette.
Yeah, it's Casey for sure. I would say.
Then there's the alternate.
Yeah, those are the intro, the expressions from the intro. They did a good job.
Oh, here's another one that kind of out of nowhere. That's gonna be let's get it out. It's gonna be expensive.
Yeah,
but god dang, do these look good?
They look so good.
And again, Ghostbusters cartoon was something I didn't watch a lot of, but I remember they're stuck in my brain.
Yeah,
and I've been waiting for a good set of real Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And I've passed on everything. Well, there hasn't been a ton of releases when it comes to these looks, but I've passed on most of them, all of them so far.
Because they haven't been great.
Yeah.
But these look
these are great.
And yes, they are of a certain price range. There are a lot of factors at play when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I think we'll say that.
But hopefully there's options at some point. I don't know. Looking at... You think of a price point, you think of Mondo, it's going to be high, but you also, that's a lot of plastic on those ghosts back there. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
I would say the 2 ghosts in the back from a plastic standpoint, especially since they showed that they're all going to come with at least one swappable head and this and that at their panel. They showed that off. I would say that the ghosts take just as much plastic, if not more, than their 12-inch figure offerings for most of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if you think about like an X-Men the Animated Series figure and the amount of plastic that goes into that, I'd say Boogeyman with both the heads and everything is more plastic than that.
That's a lot of hair.
Yeah.
But man, This right. What gets me is, well, right there.
Yeah.
That's the cartoon.
Yeah.
And I know I say that a lot lately because all these companies are doing a fantastic job. Well, a lot of these companies are doing a fantastic job with cartoon translation from screen to plastic. But these are Fantastic Four did an amazing job.
Yeah, he's something else. Is his power, all his powers and all his skills to realize these is really impressive. And of course, they had to lead with like the two most iconic ghosts from the show as well, because that's scary as hell, man.
Here you go. Yeah. Now go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Thinking about that.
About the boogeyman.
Screwed up what could have been the best picture. They focused here.
But they did say at the panel that they're going to be 200 for the 2 packs, but the Ghostbusters themselves are going to be available on their own.
Did they confirm?
Yeah. At 100. So
we're talking Mondo.
Mm-hmm.
100 for the Ghostbuster.
And the Ghostbusters, the single Ghostbusters will have the small ghost pack-ins with them.
Okay.
In those releases, they said,
yeah.
So no, they're not inexpensive, and I wouldn't ever try to make the case for that. Again, I would say there are a lot of factors at play with them being what they are, but when you start talking about plastic and stuff like that, it's like you can kind of see how the math is working a little bit, but it's going to be one of those things that these are going to be expensive figures, and hopefully they can happen, but they're not going to be able to be for everyone. And I totally understand that. But like I said, there are a lot of reasons, there are a lot of factors for that going into it. So, but they're so cool. They're so cool.
They are.
Yeah.
And again, I probably watched the movie a lot more than the cartoon, but this is my version. This is my mental image of Slimer.
Well, thinking about it, it's like my 3 biggest action figure lines that I collected as a kid were Masters of the Universe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then Real Ghostbusters. I had just about everything from this line because it was so fun. But and I watched the cartoon a lot too. It was one of my favorite cartoons. So like. That guy is like so vividly remembered from the intro when they're like going back and forth at the very end of the intro, right before they get busted. It's cool to see him included here as well. So, yeah.
And here's my camera gets a little mosaic again.
Yeah.
Little
artistic.
But then I did that one. I don't know, the shading. Looks really nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need them,
and that's Peter,
I think,
for sure. Yeah,
and on top of it, manufacturing process, and there's a lot of licensing involved with some of these. Which, speaking of, we didn't make it to that panel either, but they showed 1/12 scale, or showed concepts for 1/12 scale 2000X Masters of the Universe
without the stylized from the cartoon and the vintage Jesus. Did I just call 2000X vintage?
It's 20 years ago.
Yeah. The two, all those hard lines and whatnot are not a part of that. It's like the more rounded MOTU aesthetic, but with those designs brought in.
And I need to see what those are like too, because I didn't do 2000X.
I think if you probably read the comics from there, which I did, they more closely resemble that, I think. So yeah.
They'd be interesting to see because, again, I don't have a lot of 2000. Egon refuses to focus.
Egon's the most focused out of all of them. He's sometimes too focused.
Slimer from the side, just in case you wanted to see that. Then we made it, because of the NECA walkthrough, we missed G.I. Joe panel.
Yeah.
But made it over there after the show.
Very late.
Yeah, very late.
Yeah.
I mean, I was taking these pictures real quick as they were kicking us off the floor.
Yeah. Road Pig, man, is crazy.
Road Pig's crazy.
Yeah.
The Rattler's crazy.
This is crazy too. And it looks so good. Well, man, look at all of her alternate. Her hair, she's got a bun. Man, that's cool.
And pictures don't do it justice.
No, it's not just like long, and it's got like I don't want to say a chunkiness to it. It's substantial. It's not like this skinny plane.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's got a heft to it.
Yeah.
And a width and a length, and I know everything folds up and rotates, and it's big.
Yeah. I once again, I will never say that a HasLab item is inexpensive, but I can see the dollars at work. And the first stretch goal notwithstanding, I see where the money is going in this piece. So yeah, it's really cool.
It is. Yeah. Oh, I think I was making my way to the case, and I ran over to Legends real quick to take more pictures of the Sentinel, which was that morning, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but they were down in the case. Because G.I. Joe, that was the earliest the Joe panel's ever been. It was on the first day and in the afternoon, so we're not used to them being so. Yeah.
Terrible picture. I was just trying to grab before. Terrible picture. I don't know where the focus was. Jean looks more green than the promo shot.
She's mean green Jean.
Mean green Jean. So that was one of my gripes at some point. Was a little blue to the costume.
And that portrait especially, there's a little bit of Famke hiding in there. It feels like,
Get them patches.
Yeah.
Are you impressed with the Rattler's girth?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Someone throw some pin particles on that Sentinel. Oh, yeah, I like mine round and big too. Because when I'm throwing a gig. Vernestra was announced at a publishing panel or something.
And then just put in the case.
Yeah, and just put in the case and then taken down Friday morning for the panel. But very cool. Again, going back, maybe this is early conceptors and they didn't have the information on her lightsaber style. So maybe that'll come along later. I don't.
It's kind of like a callback to that Mace Windu.
Yeah.
With an actual purple lightsaber.
Then I made my way back over to G.I. Joe. Here's the pilot, I believe.
Yeah.
That comes with it. And
what did they say? Wild Weasel.
Yeah. And then here's the gunner. That's a stretch goal. I love the green visor.
He's the second stretch goal, right?
Yeah.
Patches, then this guy, then Baroness.
And then Baroness, off to the side. And at this point, because we missed the panel, I didn't have any information. So I didn't know who came with what or everything. But each one has another head, another helmet, alternate heads.
Yeah.
There's Baroness up close.
She looks good.
Slightly out of focus. This looks good.
Road Pig's awesome.
We're trying to figure out who this reminds us of.
It's somebody.
Yeah.
But he's having an existential crisis. All of a sudden, it's like, do I just want to continue to hit people with my cinder block hammer forever?
Yeah.
Or is there something more out there for Road Pig?
This almost seems like a cartoon where it was kids or something, and this is grown up version of that cartoon kid.
Maybe. I don't know.
Ed Asner? No, I don't know if it's the expression or what, but there's something familiar.
Yeah.
But he's got that metal cod piece, those metal knee pads, the metal shin guards, the metal toes.
He is going to go kick Mad Max's ass.
Here's this, like I said, we're getting kicked out. So here is the alternate face mask, alternate head.
Because he's got another head, but then also that mask. So,
oh my God, it's Wreck-It Ralph. All right, it's Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm gonna wreck it.
Or a young version of Up. Spike from Home Alone. Those pig knee pads are sick. Oh man, it is. Some more pig theme? Yes, please.
Just look at that. What's it say? Something certified ham, something ham.
Grade A ham.
Grade A ham, yeah.
Good Lord. And that pig themed hammer too.
Yeah,
I missed that.
It's the pig hammer.
These were all at the end of the day. So
yeah.
There's some. I'm going to be honest. I haven't went through the promo pictures yet, so I don't know the exact names. Again, missed the panel. But these are all cool army builder types to go along with the deluxe releases.
Yeah, the 60th anniversary.
Yeah.
Figures here. More of them.
Sniper in a ghillie suit.
AstroTurf.
There's Raptor.
Yeah.
With the wings. And how dare they make this design cool?
No, but I like everything about this except the wings. He stole them from Vulture.
The wings are very MCU Vulture-ish, which makes sense in the sense of classified.
Because this crazy bastard was high on my list, and then it was like, they tried to make him too cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Bird person.
He's a goddamn falconer.
Man, come on.
And Cobra. He needs to have that, those blanket wings.
With a domino mask.
Yeah.
But it's Cobra.
Yeah. It's cool.
You're gonna get some soft goods, aren't you?
I might. Isn't that terrible?
I don't think they're repurposed. They're smaller, but
yeah.
They have the
no, but they definitely have the look and feel and theme of them. So yeah, and maybe that's a part of it. I can't unsee that.
Yeah, he got some upgrades through some creative accounting because
he has the ability to do that. Yeah.
I didn't realize the claws down here on the feet and the big old falcon. This is again one of those.
He's the accountant, and he did that creative accounting, and then he's got those. Yeah, he can shred the paper trail with those afterwards. So,
paratrooper.
Yeah. Which they specifically said, don't go throwing this figure off your roof because the parachute will not support a graceful landing of this figure.
Don't go breaking my home. Here's the.
Are you guys
sidewall?
Say once again, only Robo is going to bring you shots like this.
Yeah, this is
live from the con.
This is one of the background walls that's kind of separating the booth from the outside.
There's a little bit of floor in there to keep the theme going.
Here's the carpet of the con floor.
Yeah.
There's some tape holding it down.
This was right after a security guard grabbed him by the back of the neck to kick him out. So that picture.
Here's a tastefully done shot of
early morning too bad.
In the morning sun. We ran quickly by the Diamond booth, and here's the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Boss Fight Studios Red Sonja in black and white and red deco.
Man, it's like you were reading that.
People think I practice that shit. Nope. That's straight off the top of the dome.
Yeah, it looks cool. I was hoping to see the regular one in person, but that was not being shown off.
But this it gave us an idea of it in 3D form, which is cool too.
Yeah.
So pretty sweet.
Yeah.
There's alternate heads. I think the hairs are swappable between the heads, and then she has a different armor set too. There's a different angle. There's the new 1000 Toys Hellboy and Lobster Johnson.
Yeah, man, I'm tempted by Lobster Johnson, but they're not inexpensive figures. So there you go. I mean, these sell north of $100, right?
Yeah.
And so there's your Ghostbuster.
That's right. Oh, you saving the Dead's head packaging? Look at that. Oh,
yes.
Wait, where are we? Right here.
Right here.
Look,
he most certainly is.
Got it flattened out, ready to go home because that was a big. I like Dead's head. He's got a handbook cred with me, but yeah. There's also card cred here.
You know what? I would be perfectly fine if they just switched the regular packaging over to that. Even for figures that didn't have the cards of that, it's like get creative and make new ones for them because that pops.
Was it 155? The Hellboy?
I thought that was. It's crazy.
Lobster Johnson. New to the series?
Yes.
Okay. I don't do a lot of
because he would be the one that I would, be tempted by because he's a new character to the series. But man, that's expansive.
Cool looking though.
Yeah.
He's got the rubbery shoulder pads, right?
Yeah.
A cover here.
Yeah.
What always threw me off about this, I love the look of it until you get down to the Doom Glove. I'm not even showing y'all pictures. Y'all are looking at us looking at pictures. What the hell? Professional. Look, this right here. This is what always threw me was the finger joints.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Actually, they mentioned that in the panel. I was asking if we'd want to see more of the card packaging and stuff.
Yeah, but I said that before the panel.
And I said that before you did.
You did not. You did
not.
But seriously, do the packaging like that. It's so eye-catching.
Or even as another series of Legends or something.
Oh man, because they could keep the classic colors for those that did have the cards, but then maybe do a different color scheme with the same designs for like characters that didn't have those cards to kind of differentiate. Man, I need to talk to Ryan because he's the card guy anyway. Be like, just do all the figures like this. It's so much more eye-catching.
Did you get their names wrong? I don't remember. Probably.
Who?
You know what to expect here. There's my alarm to post the weekly.
Oh, yeah. Post up.
Yeah. Archive line should be that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Here is the Hiya Toyz Contra Operation Galuga. Bill and Ted. Lance Bean. These are neat.
With the little head. Yeah.
It's the proportion. And not knowing anything about Operation Galuga or if this is accurate to how they're portrayed in the game.
I'll say this. I would be easily tempted by Contra figures. I'm not tempted by these figures.
Because then I didn't even look at the feet line whenever I the pictures, but it has those proportions. But
it's weird.
Which is throwing me off because then you have these power-ups that look very flat and 8-bit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, neither. I wouldn't have been able to choose. It was always...
I knew Bill and Lance were their names, but I didn't know their last names. But Operation Galuga is a weird title name too. So
this is their exquisite basic line, which means no soft goods for the most part.
Yeah,
the heads look small.
Oh, they're very small, especially Lance, because if you take his hair off of him, then the head is super small proportionally. I mean, look at it. The neck is thicker than the head.
You got Rambo. And again, Paint Master.
Yeah.
Cracky right there. Because I guess that's a softer material to flex a little bit around the joints. I don't know.
I suppose.
Maybe it's an overlay on an internal skeleton.
I suppose.
Because then their exquisite supers have soft goods.
Exquisite
supers. Skipped head day. Operation Galuga is the name of the new reboot.
That makes sense. Galuga is still weird.
Galaga?
Galuga.
Operation Galaga.
Galuga.
It's going to be a secret crossover
with Galaga.
Here is Daryl from Daryl Dixon.
Daryl.
And there's Negan from Dead City.
Daryl.
Look pretty good. I'm going to have the same gripe I always do with these figures. It's the soft goods look a little thick, a little bulky.
The texture isn't in skin.
Yeah. People like them though. So there's Sulu from the newer Star Trek movies, or the deputy from Sleepy Hollow, since I started watching that recently. That's where I know John Cho from recently. And then Universal Soldier Andrew Scott, which doesn't. This is supposed to be Dolph, right?
That doesn't work for me.
Spot on, and that's what gets me. That is damn good. Well, I should have went this way because that's damn good.
Yeah.
And it seems like the Star Treks have been pretty good so far. But again, but look at the shirt. See what I'm?
Yeah,
it's thick.
It's thick, and the texture is not in scale.
But that likeness doesn't. No, it's not as good.
No, that's not working for me at all.
Is it? This was unexpected.
Yeah.
Didn't know about it.
Yeah.
They're actually selling the Frazetta Girls Fire and Ice Dark Wolf exclusive version cartoon
to match the look from the actual animation and not the poster painting. Yeah.
Which is the axe, I think, and these bracers.
And the bracers, yeah.
Which are kind of neat. They have the claws on the end of them.
Yeah. This is one of those that if I would have known this existed in the first place, I would have gone for this one over the other one. But I like the painting one a lot too, so not enough to probably.
Yeah. I want White Castle now.
The White Castle fries now come in more than one size.
You're still live? We were planning on an hour.
Yeah.
We're at hour 2 now. Or we just finished hour 2, and we haven't even got to the
convention.
We haven't even got to the panels for Marvel and Star Wars.
Oh my goodness.
And the last day of Jada Toys Scooby-Doo display.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get lunch before we go to the...
We're going to take a brief intermission. Come back and talk more about... Okay, here's the case.
All right.
See what I was talking about earlier? Scooby's down here on this bottom shelf.
Yeah.
So that's how I missed it. Plus, the first night, Shaggy was back here.
Yeah. Because this is still not yesterday. This was Thursday display. Because yesterday they had all the rest of the stuff out, and there's some...
I've been waiting at the door of the convention. NECA also about to announce some more TMNT stuff. Yeah, because Nickelodeon announced their big debut, which I don't know, they're going to show it here, or is it just the Nickelodeon?
I don't think there's anything ready to show past some in-progress renders on the 2012 stuff right now. But I thematically, I think that if you think that NECA TMNT is going to be slowing down anytime soon, you are wrong.
Yeah, no, it's going to keep going. Oh, I just ran by to take this picture, apparently. And then we went to the Legends panel, which... Potato. I took these pictures. Here's Death's Head exclusive. Oh, no, this is the announcement that Death's Head will be available on Fan Channel Monday, August 5th.
Yeah.
So if you can't make it to the show or don't catch it on Pulse, because when I Googled Marvel Legends Death's Head, it has a Pulse page and a picture on the preview of it, but you click it and it's not on Pulse, or at least it wasn't. At least it wasn't whenever I did it, but this will be available through Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth's fan channels.
So if you want Death's Head, you should be able to get Death's Head.
Yeah. The Sentinels will be Pulse exclusive today.
Yeah.
And then I think I didn't take the picture of Kang will be later.
Yeah.
Maybe PulseCon?
I think
they just said later.
Yeah, later.
Yeah, should be easier. Then they went into this page.
Look at this.
This is bullshit.
I've only been waiting for this for, 20 years of more than 20 years of Marvel Legends to actually be like, hey, here are the Inhumans. They're awesome. We're going to maybe put a little focus on them.
Would you buy? Of course you would. Fantastic Four set with a more looser uniform look.
So I'm not typically one to go crazy over artist-specific figures, but Kirby Fantastic Four I would be so about 100%.
Okay, PulseCon for Kang. They may have been announcing that as I was looking down, posting on Twitter. They hit us with Lockjaw first.
That's been my Build-A-Figure choice for over a decade.
There was a fan stream going on at the same time, which was essentially showing everything we were seeing at the time. But for those who didn't watch it, the rear legs on Lockjaw are swappable for an actual sitting look. You don't have to bend the legs in awkward positions at the joints.
Yeah. And And I'm so thrilled to be getting this. I will say I think the head's a little small, but
yeah. But you're also used to the Mezco proportions too, right? Or are you going by the comic book?
Yeah, that's comic. At least classically. I mean, maybe it's more modern. His head's a little bit more in proportion with his body. But
I took this picture while running as fast as I could across the back of the panel room, and just to see if I could.
Yeah,
you know, I'd been sitting for a little bit.
A new photography technique.
Yeah, and my legs were hurting a little bit, so I thought, got to jog a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Crystal. Snap, clip.
Finally.
Oh, there we go.
Finally. My goodness, finally.
I like this too.
Yes. And with next year, hopefully having some Fantastic Four focus, we're going to be able to get this group built and completed. Maybe some updates on, but Crystal is an obvious choice. The set is an amazing choice. So yes, I'm quite happy, because when we were asking about, what do we want to see, I was like, the stuff that I want that I'm not going to see are the Inhumans, and well, there they are.
Yep,
there's a couple of them.
I think it's going to take a little while. Oh, I was running again. There we go. Okay, no. Crystal was always fantastic. I'm glad they put that Fantastic Four picture at the first, because that's when she was on that team. I was less Inhumans, more Crystal hanging out with humans.
See, I mean, they've got the head done now. They can just give us a Fantastic Four version of Crystal.
Actually, there's two heads.
Yeah.
How many Invisible Womans do you have flying around?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I have several. Yeah. Dang it. Yeah. Okay. And here we go.
There's the use of all the accessories.
Yeah.
Well, most of the accessories.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it looks good.
Head's a little small on launch.
Oh, did I miss this?
He's got, I think they have both of them down in the case that way. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So Amazon exclusive. Oh, Amazon
Swappable
fan
jowls.
Yeah.
Jowl swap.
Now I need to go back and get Medusa and Black Bolt.
Yeah, Medusa's one that I'd love to see an update on, but the Black Bolt that they've done, I'd like to have one in more classic colors. So the figure itself is pretty good, but I'd love to have the more blue, turquoisey, greeny color of his instead of that dark blue.
Where'd it go? Oh, spoke to Jada Toys on the gram. Hanna-Barbera may be possible in the future. I'm all about that.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. What? I was showing my shirt.
Right.
What do you think I was doing?
I don't know.
You were at the wrong angle, weren't you? Here's my crotch. I was shocked there wasn't any astonishing X-Men reveals like Beast and Claw. They may have been because of Deadpool and Wolverine being mutant, kind of, and a reveal for that here in a minute. They may have wanted to save the astonishing, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to make us wait.
Yeah. Punishment.
Quicksilver, Avenger style. Terrible picture. It looks better down here. We've got it on the big screen TV in the hotel room, and it's all blown to hell. Yeah. But little things. Are you going to need two of these to swap the head onto the blue Quicksilver?
Possibly.
They showed that a few times. This right here. That's my Quicksilver.
Yeah.
That's
bringing back those cards that I like a lot.
Yeah, to Walmart.
I don't like that.
Although, have we checked back? How hard was it? Did everybody get Professor X in his Warlord costume and Venom?
Yeah, and the G.I. Joe.
Yeah, it seemed to stay up for a little bit.
Yeah, if it's a timed like pre-order release.
Yeah, that's true.
One that
this is one just like thrown up. Is there another Walmart event coming? Do they have a fall?
I don't know. They need to ship the stuff from one past before they keep piling these up.
Oh, you're right. Somebody pointed out that Quicksilver doesn't have running hands. It doesn't have flat palms.
The other one does, right?
I don't remember.
Does he? I don't remember.
It's been a while since I got Family Matters. It was up for multiple days. There we go. That Venom was surprisingly easy to get. That's because I threw a fit on the last rewind. Remember? I can't walk up to a panel and go, Man, I want to see Inhumans during this. Look, Inhumans. I would like to see ROM during this. Oh, look, ROM.
Yeah. Matt and I brought the power.
It's going to be a pain in the ass to get at Walmart. And then it was easy to get. Yeah. I wish $1 would fall out of the sky. Yeah, I got the blue one out of the 3-pack too. So one can be good guy shelf, one can be bad guy shelf.
Yes, indeed.
What are the alternate hands in the pack? It looks like fists in this shit shot that I took. It looks like grasping hands and fists.
Yeah, because there you can see clearly fists and weird graspy hands.
And here, and I haven't downloaded the promo shots yet. So Wong is really cool. Looking really nice. Yeah, I like the colors and everything. Another green figure. We talked about green figures a lot today.
Yeah. And you'll need 2 Wongs.
To make a rot. But got the effects, has the articulation.
I just kind of resigned myself that we'd never get a comic version of Wong. So this was like a pleasant surprise out of nowhere.
Does come with a Doctor Strange that I like the colors on. I like the color scheme here better.
The not feeling too good Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Wong got better splits than Spidey. With a Dormammu head, which I think is just reused.
I like the shape of the cape. I like the shape of the cape.
Oh yeah, that is.
Shape of the cape.
Now you won't be able to do did the previous one balance on the cape so it looked like he was floating?
I can't remember.
It was very neutral looking, I think.
Yeah, but I like the shape of the cape. I like saying the shape of the cape. Shape of the cape.
Shape of the cape.
Shape of the cape.
The cape shape. I had know nothing about the ghostly beagle.
I'm a fox. I'm a ghost dog.
But hey, it's cool.
Yeah,
it comes with more stuff. Oh, there is 4 magic effects, 2 purples, 2 yellow.
Yeah.
Amazon exclusive, Thursday, August 15th. What's happening August 15th besides this pre-order?
I don't know. Maybe it's Doctor Strange's birthday. Oh, this is gross.
Here's the Punisher War Journal. You know what? I haven't seen. We didn't get a chance to see what McFarlane showed. I didn't make it to that panel, and they don't have a booth. Well, they have a
Bobby
section.
De Niro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they have Robert De Niro, don't they? Ghost Puppy, Ghost Dog is a great movie.
Way of the Samurai.
But yeah, here's a Punisher and Bushwhacker.
Bushwhacker with his gross limbs.
And I didn't get a good picture here or at the booth, but he's got finger guns. Oh, here's my leg. I was feeling kind of sleepy, and I must have passed out at a moment or something.
I assume that's Star Wars.
The Punisher looks good. I haven't updated my Punisher in a while, so maybe, I don't know. I kind of liked War Journal back in the day, but I do love this shot of him pulling the grenade.
Yeah, that's cool.
But Bushwhacker, there it is. You can see that's just
I want. Do you think he'll have range enough that like he can do the?
Yeah, flocked legs aren't flocked. I can't remember. I can't remember the term. That's the Jim Lee version. Rooted hair. That's rooted hair.
Yeah.
He's got termite nests. There you go for an arm. And the thing about it, we'll see it here in a minute. I did get a booth shot that was okay, and how veiny it is, and just saying veiny.
Oh, gross.
Oh, there you go. Bushwhacker with a veiny ass arm.
Yeah.
Those words just seem odd altogether.
Yeah, but I guess if you know with this, because that's gross.
Bushwhacker likes to finger bang. Oh, what? Where are you going? That's not that kind of live stream. Turning pew pew into ew ew.
It is that kind of live stream.
Yeah. Biblical accurate Megaman gun cannon.
Oh, God.
See, you should like this.
Oh,
Andy's in blue. Look,
Oh, God.
that's Megaman blue.
Forbidden team up.
No. Venom, it seems like he's got richer colors,
Brighter red.
and he may have some change sculpturally.
I think
maybe
they
not.
just said he was in brighter red this time.
And it's just a re-release because Deadpool movie, and it's Target. Got to be red.
Yeah.
Then they went into the Deadpool Wolverine movie stuff.
Yep.
And this is different. Ryan did point out about the lines on the knee pads.
Those will not be there.
Okay, yeah, because this is I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet.
No spoilers.
Don't start filling up the chat.
You will be banned.
Yeah, weird, cool Punisher War Journal set. I'll buy the DP Venom on the second go round. No, I don't. I think it's been figured out. Yeah, I already need these because it's Deadpool. It's in the new color scheme, new uniform. Wolverine in a uniform.
Yeah,
is very cool. But it throws me that an MCU Wolverine is in the mask. This is what gets me.
Yeah.
Now I know this is shit pictures, but the promo shots look like Hot Toys.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. It is crazy.
You filthy animals. Yeah, this looks good.
Really good.
So good. But then there's another version. I thought that was something crawling off the...
It's just my badge.
It was very snake-like as it slithered over the edge of the desk.
You did a little jumpy.
I'm all caffeined up. Logan in civilians. I don't know the context here. It looks like he's wearing the uniform boots underneath, and he's got the gloves poking out of the pocket.
Yeah.
So that's all I know. I'm not looking at you. I'm not. Oh, Basset Hound, not a beagle. I don't know my dogs either.
He's a hound dog.
Welcome to Robo Don't Know.
Yeah. Make sure we get that.
Yeah, I can't say anything because everything is a spoil. Yeah, this morning they started scrolling across all the guests at the panel, and I'm like, no, I'm off the internet.
Moving
because
on.
even that,
yeah.
I will get this.
Yeah,
this
because it's Colossus. I get all. Colossus.
Well, yeah, it's Colossus,
I get all Colossus,
but
still, it's cool.
It adds to that shelf, and it's something I've been wanting.
Yeah.
So
reading his rules about X-Mening.
Yeah, and it's very nice looking. But between this and Death's head parts being altered, could these arms be reused for astonishing to bulk them up more?
That'd be cool.
Because are those double joints? Those are double joints.
They are. Yeah, let's do it.
Outriders from MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Colossus is amazing. Bowl of cereal. That'd be cool. 2, please. Utah. Give me 2. What? You don't need a little point break in the morning?
No, that's good. That's good. That's good.
These look good. Outriders add to the MCU display. This shoe, I do believe, from my travels online, is
Beyonder.
Spider Boy. I want it to be Beyonder. That was I like that guess. But this is Spider Boy, and this is Spider-Man Unlimited. I'm not familiar with either of those, so I'm going by what people have posted and then compared to pictures.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah. More Spider-Mans. Oh, no.
They haven't made Spider-Man.
No, never. And it all depends on how they look. Yeah. They're cool designs. But this, Dragon Man, they announced that there will be no HasLab next year, but they would go to a fixed pre-order window, made to order, bigger type figure situation.
Yeah, which I kind of like that.
Hey, yeah.
Because to me, that says that none of them are going to be up at a certain price point that will require a HasLab.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And there's not the whole will it, won't it
situation.
This
is coming out. you have a chance to order it, and then that's it. They're not making extra. It's almost like a Super 7 pre-order.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder if these are going to be available, like if Big Bad is going to carry these over or something like that, or if did they say that it would just be Pulse? I don't remember.
I don't know, but it's made to order.
Yeah.
Whatever orders they get then, they're going to make.
I don't know why you necessarily limit yourself to that,
yeah.
Maybe they will. I don't know.
But they're not left with a warehouse full or shipping stuff or stock or.
That's true.
I guess. I don't know.
Finally, Dragon Man.
Yeah.
The old Toy Biz one is rad as hell. I had it in my collection for many years, but this makes me glad that I sold it for the price that I did when I did, because this guy is huge, and
yeah,
I will be welcoming him.
Spider-Boy. No, I think there's a new Spider-Boy in the Marvel universe. Don't get him started on Amalgam. Amalgam. On Amalgam Comics. I never heard the word out loud when I was a kid. Okay, back in the day.
Oh, is that what that? Another case of that?
Yeah, amalgam.
Oh.
It wasn't until
was Paladin an amalgam?
Paladin, yeah, an amalgam. Could always be Miles Prowler. Yeah, that's possible. I don't know. Looks a little skinny. I think this is the more modern version where he's with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. It's all right.
Wait,
I think it's okay.
He does have the glasses.
Does
he have the glasses? Look at that.
Look at that.
That's so in focus. What do you think when you look at this picture? Tell me what you see.
It's Rorschach.
But he comes with a book.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's a baby. This is a giant babysitter figure.
The only measurement it shows a thing right here. It's 10 inches tall, 17 inches wide, and I remember them saying 10-inch tail.
Yeah.
So,
and it's posable tail. Yeah.
It's not part of the sculpt. Definitely not part of the sculpt, because I have a case picture here in a minute, and they're not on there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if he comes with the glasses. We were in the back of the room, and it's not just my phone camera that's blurry at a distance.
It's hard to see.
It's me. Yeah. My eyes don't focus. So exclusive Pulse. There you go.
I was at that panel, I swear.
I know. Dang, I knew I should have sold my old one.
I did.
I never had one. I've been waiting for this.
I had a couple of them. I gave one away to someone way back in the day that couldn't find it. I mean, I traded straight up for some other carded figure that was common that I didn't have at the time.
ROM.
Thought Matt K was going to jump out of his
because
chair.
He was kind of I don't think he was disappointed, but he had said before, I would lose my shit.
Yep, and he
if
did.
They showed ROM, and he lost his shit.
Yeah.
So there's ROM. It's going to be a larger figure. It's all new skull. Or I think, is that what they?
I think so.
Yeah, because he's taller and he's all angular and stuff.
It's funny that ROM is awesome, and I know people have wanted ROM, but it's like I feel like more people joined that, and like it became more like legendary in and of itself, just because of the ability or inability to actually make a Legends figure of him. So he kind of his Legends kind of grew throughout Legends the line because of that.
He's out here radaring on the highway, checking speeds, of cars passing by,
intergalactic highways. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. I tried to get a back shot. It was rotating at the time. If you watch the fan stream, you got a much better look at this.
Yeah, because they didn't have anything to show of it.
No. Oh, and then we ran directly from there to the Star Wars panel, which was okay.
It was okay.
It has the Darth Maul con exclusive.
The Star Wars panel just doesn't have the same energy as other panels.
That and
what they show.
It was mostly, which I have nothing against modern entertainment or whatever you want, but there wasn't a lot of classic to sift through.
Yeah.
But here's the PulseCon exclusive, or it says fall 2024.
Yeah.
But stop. There's Vernestra, which was in the case the day before. Again, No.
You took a lot of pictures of
No
this panel.
Well, this one, we were even further back on this panel. We were back row.
Yeah.
So I made sure to take a doubles. There's Basil. Is it Basil? Basil? Something. I haven't rewatched this yet. The tracker from... Yeah, that's what I thought too. No light whip. Stop. So I did like this. He can run around behind other characters in my display. Comes with Pib. It's one of those situations where it's not quite as full. It's a shorter character. Yeah. So, there's Cassian from an upcoming season.
Yeah.
That also kind of calls back to
Rogue One.
Rogue One-ish look.
Yeah. Starting Rogue One look. Yeah.
Look at all that space.
Yeah.
The whole series happens in space.
Star Wars.
Stop.
Look at all of these stars. I was very impressed by the likeness of this figure.
Yeah. She'll add to that shelf too. You have a nice.
I love Rogue
I haven't gotten everything.
And Andor.
Yeah, I haven't gotten everything from Andor yet.
I get it. It's mostly a lot of just people running around, but man, it's so good.
That's a neat data pad though.
Yes.
It is kind of. I mean, there's worse.
Spoken like a true bureaucrat.
Got Ahsoka the White, which is mostly new sculpt. Stars and Wars.
So many stars.
The light whip may be hard to do, but it's also maybe a situation where they didn't. It's like to get it out now. They had initial whatever. Yeah, that's the announcement I was waiting for, and it didn't happen. We always pass Mattel's WWE figures. I can't keep track of that. Go watch Kyle Peterson.
And I only get
toys
like Golden Age, guys. So.
I don't keep up at all. Yeah. No cloak. That's going to be in a 3-pack later.
Yeah.
With the cloak as one of the 3. That reminds me, I got my payment request from Ami for the SH Figure Arts Ahsoka this morning. I know.
You knew it was coming.
I called it last night. But I wanted her in the white costume. This works out. That's cool. Yeah. I do think it's, again, when we get to the case shots, I think it's a new expression on the face. The Imperial Commando from Mandarin from Mandalorian.
Mandarin.
D23 coming soon. Yeah, that's right. They started doing more of that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Outside of SDCC.
Yeah.
A Cloaca. You stop. Okay, we're done. We're out of here.
That's it.
Gotta end it with that.
Yeah. Shut it down.
This is cool. This is another one I wanted. I don't know if I'll get too many, but I'll have to at least get one. IG-12. This is one of my biggest gripes. No, the IG unit has been my biggest gripe or smallest gripe. Click.
This to me was the best thing that they showed.
Yeah, because they finally give us bigger IG parts, and I like this for what it is. But I'm more excited about even though I have the imports, I have the Mayfix, I have the SH Figure Arts. I'm excited about maybe fixed IG-88 and IG-11.
Yeah.
Because this has the correct colors, kind of the ceramic look in places.
Yeah. It needs a voice chip, though.
Yeah, this one is supposed to be proper size. I have a case shot of this, too.
No.
It's it is bigger.
Yeah. Yes.
And really all they'd have to do is change the torso for IG-11 and a hand. I think one hand's different. And then IG-88 would be different bandolier, different torso, different hands, and different colors.
And mainline figure, that's cool.
Matt Grogu.
Yes.
I forgot all about Grogu Krang. And then for Pipeline, there's the Wookiee Jedi from the Acolyte.
He has a name, you know.
I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Doesn't start with a K. I forget.
Kalnaka?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Anakin should be cool.
Oh, you're skipping all the way over to here. That
Yeah,
Anakin should be cool.
I've got armor character burnout right now, so I just kind of skipped over to Anakin.
Baraka from Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
Bakara. Phase 1, Rex. I think this is Assassin Droid. Is that what this is? It's from Clone Wars.
Yeah.
From Mandalorian. I don't remember. I want this armor. I think they've shown teases of this for SH Figure Arts, though.
And that's
the Praetorian. Yeah. But Shizor. Okay, Anakin, the Wookiee. Yes. Shizor is the one I think I'm most excited. Shizor. Or Zizor. Or however anybody pronounces it. Yeah, Shadows of the
doesn't
Empire.
Exist in this dojo, Zor.
Moff Gideon, Praetorian Guard. So all these are cool.
I think I'll get a couple.
Yeah, I'll just wait and see. I think we've seen a leak of Shizor.
Yeah.
Oh, then we ran back to the Jada booth.
Well, look who it is.
Hello, Mummy.
Neither one of us thought that picked this as a probable other Series 1 figure, but there's a little bit of poetic justice with this figure being released in the first Scooby-Doo series, because not only does it look really cool and it's got like a heftiness to it that Mummy figures don't typically have, it looks great. It counterbalances Shaggy and the Creeper as far as colors and whatnot goes, but it's just making amends for the fact that some other Jada Mummy figure was not able to be released right out of the gate.
Poor Mummy figure. Yeah,
because this is I think this is my favorite one out of the three. This is badass.
Because looking at Shaggy and the Creeper, I'd have to go back and look. I don't think it has as much shade work and, kind of that realistic feel. Yeah. But I guess to offset the whiteness of this, they did some nice gradients into some dirtiness between the bandages and in the shadowy parts.
Yeah, I love this figure.
It looks good.
I love it. It makes me want a yummy mummy now.
Mummy.
Yeah, it makes me want yummy mummy.
Yeah. Jada's Universal Monsters were great.
Yeah. They absolutely were. It was just a timing thing with the licensing running out. They weren't able to release it. But yeah, look at it. That's awesome.
A cartoon Scooby-Doo mummy with double jointed knees.
Perfect.
Double jointed elbows.
Posing with that. Yeah. Whoa.
God. And look at that. I tried to see, yeah, right there. Just the emptiness.
Yeah.
Just the abyss of his eyes and mouth.
Yeah, I love it. This is such a great first wave for Scooby-Doo. It's like, oh, I want it now. I want it right now.
Space Ghost, yes. I'm just hoping these sell well. Oh yeah,
I'm gonna think they will.
If they can get,
especially for what Jada's typical price point is.
Yeah, they're doing one gang, 2 monsters. So 5 members gets us 10 monsters at the very least, hopefully, you know. And I would like to see continuation of that.
Because they could do variations on the mystery gang, to some extent too. So, yeah.
How tall are these? These are 6-inch.
6-inch scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes it even better. That's the best scale.
Yeah, look at those guys.
Yeah, that's awesome. And he has some heft to him.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They both do.
Most mummies, by nature, the fact that they're mummies, don't usually have heft to them. But since this is just a guy dressed up like a mummy who's not an actual mummy, he's got some heft to him, and I like it. And I want to see the creeper standing up straight, just straight with how his hands are like that.
Because it looks like he has some broad shoulders.
He looks like he can be really tall too, which is cool.
So we'll see. I'm excited.
Yeah, this is really great.
I don't think there's another reveal today.
Not for Scooby.
Yeah. Or he could be lying to us.
It could be, but they're usually very deliberate and paced with their reveals and whatnot. So it makes sense to show off the first wave here.
Just paint an extra one of these for your yummy mummy, and then paint the eyes. Imagine those with white dots back in the back right there. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, did I take several pictures of the same thing?
Imagine that.
It's crazy. Okay.
Oh, look at this.
Here's your
absolutely
werewolf Shaggy. Before we get to
yeah. There you go. This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this display. You sit down
I'll leave you to it.
And listen to the amazingness of Megaman. And look at the colors. And, I did my predictions for this at first, and I tried to be logical about it. And then I was like, what if they just decide to go with okay, we did Mega Man 2 for Wave 3, so let's do Mega Man 3 for Wave 4, which is what they ended up doing with Gemini Laser Mega Man being shown off first. Love that light blue, and he comes with a pen, I believe is the name of the penguin little in-stage robot, and then they showed off Snake Man, and it looks like the snake tail from his head is going to be articulated, maybe, possibly, which is awesome. And then, of course, fan-demanded Proto Man, Mega Man's brother. I love that we're getting him. I think that adds some spark to the excitement of the line for sure. I kind of wish that we would have gotten him in lieu of a Mega Man and gotten a second Robot Master instead, but it's okay. It's okay. Because now seeing this many figures out together, this line's really starting to take shape, and I love it. These are incredible. They're amazing. I cannot wait for all of them. So I was quite pleased with the showing. I get it. I'm kind of feeling okay, we need to get Mega Man 1 wrapped up, and this and that, but these look so good. And I'm going to be asking about swappable heads and accessories today. But June did confirm that Wave 3, which is Mega Man without his helmet with the Met, Bubbleman and Woodman are in tooling right now. So they are on their production journey, which is exciting. Look at the colors. Look at the colors.
The colors are neat. And like I always say, good action figures make me like a property more. I don't know anything about Mega Man, but I'm learning more every single
minute.
Goddamn day.
but not just the colors, the shapes. I mean, look at Woodman and compared to Mega Man or even Cutman that he's standing next to. It's like he's big and he's round, but then Fireman's tall. It's just, I don't know. This is incredible. It's the best Mega Man has ever been in plastic and worth the wait, and I just want this line to go on forever and ever and ever. And now I want to build in-stage dioramas for my collection based off of
this is giving you ideas, right?
Yeah.
To get some styrene, get some to build.
Obviously Cutman's stage.
Obviously.
Yeah. These are incredible, and I'm so excited to talk about this solely during our Jada walkthrough today. It's just going to be Mega Man.
Bullshit. Come here, June. Talk about some Shaggy.
Well, maybe we should hand off and swap out for that. But yeah, look at them.
This is the best one, though.
Yeah, it is.
Stunt Boy rules.
What? And that's the thing. I'm spoiled because I've already got my 2 favorite Robot Masters of all time are already accounted for in this line. So it's like, just bring me everything now.
Did you say there was a Rock Man?
A Rock Man? A Stone Man.
Stone Man.
Yes.
Needs to go right here.
Yeah, because he would be rock, paper, scissors. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they keep kind of on this pattern, that means Mega Man 5 would be Series 6. So we can hope that he's one of the Robot Masters from that.
The one that throws Snake Man
Mm-hmm.
throws me off. I don't know why. There's a shape to him that doesn't.
His head's more shaped like
Maybe
a snake, and
maybe
he's got a head tail that you
yeah.
can't really see because it's faced towards the back. But Matt and I were looking at it yesterday because it was standing at an angle, and it does look like the tail is segmented. So that's cool.
Rockman is standing there 4 times.
That's true.
Yeah,
he is Rockman.
I seem to remember something about that. After it left my mouth, I was like, wait, okay, something. Yeah. I like Deep Diver dude too. He's cool.
Bubble Man.
Yeah.
He's not shaped as like a swimmer, typical would be, but
and look at the lights reflecting. It's almost like bubbles coming out.
Look at that artistic effect coming through. The Gemini laser light blue, that's a cool color for Mega Man. Proto Man has got a soft goods scarf, which is great because if you follow the stories or the intros and whatnot, his scarf is left behind and dropped at times, so you'll be able to remove that if you want to, which is cool. It'll be interesting to see. I'm going to ask about Proto Man alternate heads. They could do an unhelmeted Proto Man, but they can also do a Break Man head, because Break Man looks just like Proto Man except the mask and helmet are different. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Series 2 is so close to arriving as well. Series 3 is in tooling, and I'm hoping that things are going to start moving a little bit quicker now with this, because I want all of these on my shelf right now.
Veebs sitting on Santa's lap, and I want Mega Man figures from Mega Man 2,
right.
3, 4,
That's
5,
correct.
6.
I've been waiting on this my entire life. I am not going to be quiet about it now.
Oh, we know. We know. You know what? That was the only picture I took of Mega Man.
You jerk.
But at least I took a full screen of everything they've shown. Scooby-Doo gets all these
slightly different close-ups and things of that nature.
I did Zangief a couple shots too. So they showed Zangief yesterday. They put him out new in the case with his tickle fingers.
Yeah. I think he's of the new for show reveals, I think he's my favorite one. T-Hawk is awfully close because he's so good as well. But yeah, Tickle Finger Zangief is excellent.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. Zangief is bad guy, but he's not bad guy.
So these all look good.
E Honda is a tank. Look, he's got his articulated feet, and Zangief does too, right there. So
some toes.
These bigger guys have toe articulation to them, which is kind of neat.
Dragon Man in the booth.
Yeah. So as you can see, the glasses are not on this figure. So he almost looks like a stone statue, because of the gray. But it's like it's bringing out some hard lines and whatnot on him that looks more like a rock, a sculpture of rock than.
Yeah, he got in a fight with Grey Gargoyle.
Yeah.
As I was walking up to see him in the booth, I thought this was color, but this is the output color of the resin or
where they hit it with.
Yeah. But there's your Dragon Man.
Sweet.
Ooh, finally I'll have a Dragon Man, because I could never grab the first one.
I just ordered mine off the Big Bad Toy Store back in the day. It was like $8.99 or something like that.
Oh, it looks like Reed Richards is just there for scale.
Yes,
I believe.
Yeah.
Although it is odd to put the pending licensor approval in front of it. Oh well, I guess that's meant for both Dragon product, not final.
Yeah.
But it's over here
because that's certainly final product.
Yeah,
of Reed Richards over there
with lab hands. But this is large.
Yeah. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah. There's Colossus up close.
Yeah. Deadpool. Why are you so like Deadpool?
Oh, Jada just showed Akuma. That means
I told you.
June got to
He's there already.
Yeah, I got to the show.
I told you that would be the one. So, yep.
I put my Mega Man next to the Mega Man X and Zero model kits, and they look amazing. Can't wait for Axel.
Right on.
Dragon Man new Abomination Buck. Actually, I don't know. That's awful. Like,
It's not wide enough.
No, the scalies.
Oh, scaly. Well, yeah.
Don't make me think. Abomination always makes me think the lines straight across, like the layers.
Yeah.
But I like that size abomination.
That'd be a big abomination.
That's a huge abomination.
What an abomination this abomination is.
That's the most abomination to ever abomination. I love this.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, the more, yeah.
I read book, think about missing my sister, Ileana.
Now, this is an overlay. That's part of the sculpt, so...
We're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting
to that astonishing.
Give me all the colossi.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Figure from Marvel Legends has a stand ab crunch. A stand ab crunch?
Standard.
Oh, standard ab crunch.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know. He crunches.
He crunches other people.
There's a closer look at the Punisher. He's got some stubble. He's got some shotgun shells.
I like the portrait, but I need white gloves and boots on my Punisher.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I was looking at how sleek that looks.
Yeah,
almost like
there's nothing wrong with it. I just prefer the white.
There's no boot top.
Yeah.
This does show texture on the jeans of Bushwhacker, though.
Hey.
There's the veins.
It looks pretty good. Gross.
Let's
stop it. Make it stop. That's so gross.
That's
these are dolls for children. You can't do this.
You know what? If I allowed YouTube to pick a featured image, this is what it would go for.
So
I swear.
Just keep it on.
Yeah. There's kind of the straw finger.
I did drink your milkshake with my finger straw. Oh, God. That's like, so gross. He's so gross.
That's some boys type stuff right there. Yeah. So veiny. Oh, and a rat tail. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Throbbing thumbs.
Ugh.
Ooh.
And his name is Bushwhacker.
He's got, I wish it focused, but my camera focused elsewhere.
On his lapel or something. Or it wants to focus
it
on
wants
the
to go to the veins again.
Ugh.
Here's Crystal up close.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah. Some of that. Oh, is one invisible? Oh, she's that elemental.
Yes,
yeah, that's right. I forgot. It's been a while.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought Charlie Brown. Shot in my head.
Stop it.
I did.
And Snoopy.
Yeah, and Snoopy. Look, we're getting peanuts from Hasbro.
Marvel Legends. Peanuts Legends confirmed.
Bushwhacker. Pull my finger.
Ugh.
Charlie Brown. I beat you to it. Ha.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome. There's different angles that look.
The perspective of the shots that you took make the head look right, but just from the straight on, it does look small.
Here's the detail that you couldn't see on those first shots of the Outriders. So that's neat. I wonder if we're going to get Chitauri, since they seem to be going back and doing some of the MCU stuff.
Yeah. We're getting real nostalgic for movies that came out.
I don't remember the Steve either. Oh, wait. Was this a later release with a new head and the shields? Because I don't think the shields
came out. Look at that bird's nest on his head, though, man.
Yeah.
Steve's wearing a piece.
You've captured their stunt doubles. If this was a real rewind, that would have been cut to Spaceballs. And yeah. Just imagine that being all cool and stuff. Lockjaw is a good boy.
He's the goodest
good boy.
He's the goodest boy.
I'd love Hammer Drone Army Builders. That'd be cool too.
Hammer Drone.
Forearm skin looks very detailed.
Stop.
That could have been his. That could have been his cone thing.
Oh. Stop it. Get some help.
He's got a 4 on his chest. It's just foreskin.
Get some help.
No. Oh no, what happened? Oh yeah, I got to that.
Trying to push you off the airwaves.
Wong, I think Wong was supposed to be standing more straight, like a kung fu type pose.
Yeah, but he's like leaning on his friend.
Bring back Cut Man.
Oh god.
with the scissor hand.
Oh god.
Need a comic version of Surtur. Yeah, that'd be cool.
With flame sword.
What are Bushwhackers' bullets made of?
That's something that I've never thought I needed to know, and so don't put that evil in my head.
I love how Robo said earlier that wasn't that kind of stream, but even he
can't help yourself with Bushwhacker.
There's just some things that just come too easy. Dormammu head. I have Agamotto. Yeah, this looks good. I'm ready for more bald head Marvel Legends.
Solidarity.
Yeah, that's right. Ghost Dog. See, that Ahsoka face looks a little different. Oh, and she has that slight grin of when she's at.
But you know what it kind of reminds me of? It's been turned into a meme now. Game of Thrones, when Daenerys gives that smile like that. That's what that kind of looks like. I'm gonna cut you in half.
The darker blues on Strange do look good. That's why, I need Wong. So that's probably going to be my Doctor Strange.
Did you get the other Doctor Strange?
I've got the one that was an exclusive
from
somewhere.
Walmart or whatever. Yeah, you could do a head swap then.
Yeah. I think I have him in his with the eyes closed. Trooper looks good. Bright white armor. Imagine that being cut in over. Look at this awesome shot. My phone didn't even know what to do. It's like, hey, I'm tired. Can we go home and charge?
I'm Cassian Andor. I'm too handsome to photograph.
Are her Leku? Are they called Leku? Okay, they are a little longer than the original figure.
Are they? You can tell just by looking at that.
Yeah. Do you know how many Ahsokas I've messed with?
Oh man!
Because I reviewed the Mafex a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
In effect.
Mafex in effect.
Mafex in effect. There's Cassian focused.
Yeah. Focus.
That's
what I'm saying.
Got a breathing tube.
It's a armpit ventilator system.
Yeah. Tie something.
He keeps his Capri Sun in that pocket.
Basil looks good. Good.
Scooby-Doo
are great. You want to go back and talk about Scooby-Doo some more? Yeah, this is cool. She's cool.
Yeah.
Great data pad.
Yeah.
Here's Matt in the data pad.
And see, I'm glad you focused in on that Imperial Commando box over there. Look at the head tilt on that art. That's just so dynamic. The little things they were pointing out at the panel became a little ridiculous after a bit.
This is weird to me. Okay. I totally appreciate that it's made bigger. Finally. But the head looks shiny, a little bit plain. I don't know. I'm going to get it. I like what I see.
I mean, just dispense drinks out of that thing.
What? That is not a bar dispenser. New IG body. Oh, did the team say last night her Leku were made longer per Ahsoka team? We now return to a pup named Scooby-Doo.
That's a lot of words.
Basil the leg humper. Wow. Veebs hasn't watched The Acolyte.
I'm going to watch it when I get home.
Here's a scale picture, though. He's definitely bigger. Check it out next to Cassian. And these are pretty much on the same plane.
Yeah.
So he's bigger. And that's the last shot.
Is that it? Oh, that's it.
Does IG-12 need sound effects? Yes.
Yes. That's he needs a voice check.
Yeah.
Just like ROM needs that LED effect that those Thundercats figures have. Make his eyes light up. LED.
Oh yeah,
that'd be cool.
IG Ahsoka and Commando just went up for pre-order. I haven't been pre-ordering a lot of stuff from anywhere, from any line, unless I feel like it's going to get hard to find later on, like Xavier. I needed the Warlord. Oh yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Redo 88.
They're gonna ideate over IG88 and the
11
pieces that will be needed to make that figure.
But yeah, this is cheaper fodder, if nothing else. And you sound tired.
And maybe like, I'm wondering what other smaller figures I can swap out Grogu for in his Krang compartment.
You probably have a Krang that
Getting
scale
some ideas.
somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
So what are we doing? Oh, go to Sesame Street, please. Those kick-ass.
we talked about Sesame Street because they are awesome. They do kick-ass. It's my favorite new thing, along with Scooby-Doo, that we got to see. So
bringing it up. I'm not just staring at the computer.
Yeah, there they are.
No, they're not. They're not on their screen.
Oh,
there we go.
There they are.
There it is.
Yeah, very excited about those. They're going to look great with Megaman and Scooby-Doo and all the other cool stuff that was shown off at this show.
I'm more excited for Popline figures, which I can agree with a little bit. I'll get some of the ones that were revealed. Acolyte is fine, on par with anything.
The only reason why I haven't watched The Acolyte yet is because my oldest daughter, we're finally letting her watch Stranger Things, and it was just like we would watch it with her. So I only have room in my life for one TV show at a time. So we're through that now, and so I'm going to watch Acolyte when I get home.
And all I've told him is there's things I really like, and there's some things I don't like at all.
You mean just like every other Star Wars
in
done?
existence?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The same problems I have with Empire and all the rest.
Yeah.
It's still weird seeing them with legs. Yeah, but that's just a matter of finding a wall.
Which I honestly, we're talking about NECA and Trevor doing stuff. I wouldn't even bother. It's probably gonna happen.
Yeah, it's got to be a die of some kind. Those letters do come with figures, right?
Yes. Each figure will come with a letter. I think they said letter and or number. So,
yeah. Okay, that's the 3-hour mark.
Holy
or 3 minutes from.
Sweet,
which
fancy Moses.
That's what we do every time.
Yeah.
The perspective on that's weird. That's what we do every time. Hey, we're only going to run this long.
Yeah,
and we double it.
Triple it times 10.
But the cool thing about it, it's not like we're rushing to the show today or anything. It's just a wandering aimlessly kind of day.
Go see Akuma.
And go see Jada.
Go see the Akuma. And we'll talk to Jada a little bit later. So that will be a bit later. It's going to be all Megaman all the time.
And I'll be posting that either tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll see what time get back tonight.
Yeah. Evening.
Yeah. Because we're here tomorrow too.
Yeah, pretty much all day tomorrow.
So. Yeah, late flights, which we don't usually do.
Yeah.
It's Sunday.
There have been years that we've flown out on Saturday.
Yeah.
Even so. Yeah.
But last year it was
kind of abbreviated.
Getting into the groove Saturday, and it was like, well, I got to go to the airport.
Yeah.
So this is cool.
So maybe we'll get a little bit of stuff on Sunday that we don't normally, but
yeah. And they have, some companies have kind of snuck stuff in
trickle out
at the last minute.
Teaser type stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Take more. I'm going to get more floor shots too.
Yeah.
Just to stay consistent.
Yeah.
I like floors.
Maybe some corner, take pictures of the actual lights in the displays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something new. It's because you guys asked for it. That's why we're here.
But we're going to get out of here.
Yeah.
We're going to let you all get back to your day and do your thing.
We're going to get to our day at the con.
Yeah. So get to the con and
Saturday at the convention.
Yeah. Ask Jada if they were doing all gang Scrappy van. Oh, definitely.
Scrappy had his own van?
No, the van. Yeah. Maybe only take selfies. where it's us looking at toys.
Yeah.
Which you got some live stream action of that earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping by, having a fun, good time.
And hopefully we'll do these a little bit more on the reg. Coming up. We know we've been sparse with that. It's just life has been incredibly busy. So
is Akuma's last name Matata?
No, that's his long lost brother that you'll learn about.
And with that, we are getting out of here.
Yeah,
we're gonna
Akuma Matata to you all.
we're gonna wave awkwardly until it actually ends.